Everybody know who I want next. I want Terence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps and I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, y'all know what time it is, baby. Terence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switched codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game in the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe. I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a peace, man. I ain't got no time for appeasement. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a beast. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe. I'm the kingpin.
What up? What it do? What's up? What's up? What's up? God damn it! It's gonna be nothing. Hey, ain't gonna be no Bud fans up in this mug today. It's gonna go radio silent. Surprise! 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 You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, we got to believe people when they show, who they are and what they are. We got to believe them. And I fall victim in that. I don't leave myself out of that. You know saying? Because, I believed the hype too. You see what I'm saying? I believe the hype train. Let me call out to my people before I talk about this old bitch ass nigga. What's going on, Romela Anthony Jones? What's going on, film study? And what's going on inside the square circle with King Judah? You know what I'm saying? Pop up on me, bro. If wherever the end, I hope the internet good out there. Pop up on me. And GD, what's happening, my brother TZ Franks? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? He says, Rama Emily Jones says, strap season, big fish, man down one time. And God dang, Phil Study said, Bud, pull your skirt down, bro. Hey, bro, it is a wonderful day. It is a wonderful day because, it's a wonderful day and it's a sad day because it's a sad day because now EJ, he still got to search for that great fighter that can beat him. And that's not going to be in Keith one-time Thurman. You know what I'm saying? We thought maybe Terence Crawford was that dude. You know what I'm saying? Because every fighter from every era needs a Terence Crawford or, somebody built up like Terence Crawford. Somebody like a Ali needed a Frazier. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather needed an Oscar De La Hoya to get him to launch him into superstar status. Ray Leonard needed a Marvin Hagler, needed a Tommy Hearns, and that's what EJ needs. So it's sad because of that. You know what I'm saying? This dude bitched out, you know what I'm saying, and just caved in. His whole facade and persona just caved in before our motherfucking eyes. I'm talking about this dude just disintegrated. He just turned around, tucked his tail, and just took a major L. Out of all the propaganda, out of all the selling out, the trash talk that we've seen over the years, arguing with these motherfucking Bud fans about this dude, all of a sudden, he just turns around and just said he gonna never fight the dude. He just walks out in negotiations, the fight that he said that he wanted for years, and now he says he's never ever gonna fight Errol Spence Jr. And I'm gonna play this clip before we really, really go in on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, because I'll be fucking up on this here. Let me see. Let me go ahead and play it.
Your status.
Y'all all know that.
Terence, but your status, because of your status, a lot of people want to fight you, obviously.
Right.
How does that make you feel? Because this kid, he's a young kid. He wants you now instead of.
He really don't want me. That's just the thing that's new. It's called for the fighters that's at the top right now. But he's doing his thing. He's doing what he's supposed to do, and I wish him nothing but the best.
Did he look good to you though, Terence?
He looked like he was supposed to look.
Porter or Pacquiao next? Porter or Pacquiao next? So Spence is done. So you're done with Spence for right now. Okay. So Spence is not. So you don't think Spence will be this year, maybe next year?
Never.
Really? Why say never? What about 154, Terence?
Never gonna happen.
What about 154? You gonna go to 154 soon? Or?
I don't know.
You're looking good. Thank you, Terence.
No, I just tell Victor keep working hard, keep doing what he's doing, and you know what I mean. I wish him nothing but the best. I don't got nothing negative to say about the dude.
Hey, Terence. What you step in the ring?
What you think will happen? Like, man, you always asking these questions that you already know the answer.
Hey, what did you think of Estrada Sinisa with her switching? Looked like you out there in the co-main event, Sinisa.
Oh man, she's cold.
Were you impressed?
Hey, Bud.
Thank you so much.
All right, my friends, what's going on inside Square Circle with King Judah? What's going on, bro? What do you think about that?
Man, I ain't never seen that one before, but that one just messed my head up. But I mean, it's one of the things where I'm not surprised, bro. Like right now, I'm doing a rough count. It's in my head. I don't have it officially, but I think that's the 10th time I heard Terence Crawford out of his own mouth say that he don't want to fight Errol Spence. I think that's the 10th time.
Mm-hmm. He said that, didn't he? What's going on, Eli Peters TV? I see you out there, Justin Welch. I see you out there, Presidential Mike. Duck. What's going on, Wayne Jr., Barnyard? I see you out there, my brother. Oh, bro.
That's why I said, Pool, I just don't. I'm to the point now, bro. It's past people just saying, well, I like Terence Crawford, bro. When you come in here, you trying to put it on EJ, or you trying to give a reason why Terence Crawford didn't really duck. But I'm telling you, bro, that stuff it boiled my blood at this point, man, because it's blatant. This dude not only EJ. Let's forget about EJ. This dude has never wanted to fight anybody who was ever a remote threat to beating him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all heard it for yourself. Terence Crawford. I told you. He walked out of those negotiations. What did he say? Why is PBC all of a sudden, rolling out the red carpet for me? They didn't want to fight me when I was over at Top Rank. What the hell is that? What the hell is he talking about? They didn't want to fight me when I was over at Top Rank. Dude, you was a dog behind a fence at Top Rank. Stop with the bullshit, bro. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, bro. What are you talking about? You had to fight, but you don't want to fight, bro. You just want the perception of the fight to build on the fight so you can get lesser fights. Like with David Avanesian. Bro, when I tell y'all this is the biggest fraud in boxing history, bro. This is the biggest fraud in boxing history we really thought that Terence Crawford was a killer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not in a sense he still had to step it up and show them skills that he showed against lesser competition against a level fighter. Now we understand. Now we understand why he went back to top rank in 2018. Don't we know, King Judah?
Man, I know.
No.
I mean, it's like at first, a lot of people try to put it like, well, Bob wasn't letting him have these big fights, but now it seems like, bro, the more we see who Terence Crawford really is, man. Bob was a stand-up guy. He had love for Terence Crawford. He like, look, bro, I know you don't want no smoke. I'm gonna make sure you don't have to face no smoke. Bob did everything he can to keep a killer from beating Terence Crawford. He did everything in his power. That's why when you saw when Terence Crawford left him on air, Bob shook his head like a disappointed father. Like, they gonna get you now, son. I did everything I could to protect you. They gonna get you now.
Because he knew what Terence Crawford limitations was, and he knew what the deal was behind the whole hype under Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? They know their fighters. If you've been cultivating somebody and putting money into somebody, as a promoter for years, you know what they're capable of. Just like Eddie Hearn protected Anthony Joshua from Deontay Wilder. He knew he didn't have the confidence or the boxing skills to beat Deontay Wilder. That's why they put Deontay Wilder through all that bullshit and didn't even make the fight. It's the same here with Errol Spence Jr. It's the same exact shit. They know that Terence Crawford don't have the confidence or the boxing skills to beat Errol Spence Jr. He don't have that spirit, that motivation. He's not on that level. You see what I'm saying? So now, go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
Well, I was saying, that you remember that, the infamous meetup they had with Spence had that red sweatsuit on or whatever. They was face to face, and Bob ended up walking up. And that's when Errol Spence was telling him, like, man, they go Bob right there, man. Tell your promoter make it happen right here. And Bob had that look on his face, like, man, I'm not trying to make this fight happen. So I'm thinking to myself. So Spence kept pushing the issue, like, man, this is a good promoter right here. He protecting this fighter, this and that, yada yada yada. So then it was when Bob turned around, like a few weeks later in another interview, and he was telling people, like, this is a separate situation, but it proves Errol Spence's point. He was like, yeah, well, Crawford struggles against southpaws. So you knew that when Errol Spence was telling you, give me Terence Crawford, you knew that you didn't want him in the ring with Errol Spence. You knew this. He struggles with. He struggled with southpaws. You know that Terence Crawford also is not a strong inside fighter. So you taking the best southpaw in boxing and the best inside fighter in boxing, and he trying to get in the ring with your fighter. Bob Arum was not going to let that happen.
And Top Rank, just like they ducked Dev, and I was going to talk about that. I got a full shit on that because he did an interview with that boxing voice, which was awesome. Because Bill Haney faced Dev. We'll talk about that later though, because I just came across this. Actually, I came across this late because I was looking at that interview and trying to break that down with Devin Haney and talking to Paulie Malignaggi. They had a good little bang out over there. But we're gonna talk about this shit here, man. This shit here that Terence Crawford, he finally said it. For those who don't know, that Terence Crawford finally said he's never gonna fight Errol Spence Jr.
Man, he said never. They asked him. They said, look, what about Spence? He was like, no. So the reporter tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. He said, oh, not right now. Terence Crawford said, no, never. Never.
And Eli Peters TV, he says he is panicking. He felt that shit was too good and he was being set up for an ass whipping of his life. He said the legend tried to encourage him by picking him to win, and that still ain't worked. And let me read. My people is all up in this motherfucker. Let me see. Rami Emily Jones, he says our own bias keep us from listening when Bob was trying to tell us. No, a lot of us was listening, but we wanted that fight so bad. We wanted that fight so bad because we believe, a lot of people think we hated Terence Crawford, but that's not the case. We believed in his skill too. We wanted to see that fight because he was the rival that Errol Spence Jr. needed to make it to the next level. You understand? So, even though we were rooting for Errol Spence Jr. to win, it was awesome to have a rival, that could fight this dude and have a possibility to beat Errol Spence Jr. So, GD, what's going on? I see he says, what these legends at now? He says they mighty quiet. Of course they quiet because he done punked out. Okay. Right. Brian Bradley. Go ahead.
I was about to say the only one who was saying something was Tarver. His bro, I cannot stand bro. I can't stand that dude, bro. Your claim to fame came from convincing Roy Jones Jr. to drop weight to come down to fight you, and you caught him slipping. That's your claim to fame. You caught Roy at the perfect time in his career when he was just slowing down, and you convinced him to come down the weight to meet you instead of him making you gain weight to come meet him.
And he was juicing.
And you was juicing.
And you were juicing. So now, how that comment look right now? How is that aging? With Antonio talking about Errol Spence Jr. mouthpiece. This dude won't even sign a contract and get in the ring and won't even fight Errol Spence Jr. He looks stupid. He looks stupid, right? So Byron Bradley says he said Crawford hasn't said a word. The silence is making his duck worse. Oh, he said a word. He said he'll never fight Errol Spence Jr., bro. He said he'll never fight him. And and then he keep coming up with all this nonsense about the past, about how he wouldn't fight him at top rank. Bob wasn't making that fight. He said there wasn't no money in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So you had to become a free agent to get the fight made. And when that fence opened, and you're the little poodle, you know how them little poodles be just barking their ass off like they're gonna bite the shit at you, and that gate open, them motherfuckers they stay right there within the gate.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right there in the gate. The closer you get to them, the more friendly they get.
Mm-hmm. You take one stomp towards them motherfuckers, they be about their whole soul leave their damn body. That's right. That's Terence Crawford right there. And Courtney Thompson says, he says, remember when he says, hold on, let me click my man in here. Oh, there you go. Let me see my shit delayed. Okay, Courtney Thompson says, remember when on ESPN on First Take and Stephen A asked him about fighting EJ and he wouldn't say EJ name? He said that nigga been a hoe when he been hiding behind Top Rank all this time. And bro, it's 100% belief now. I didn't believe it before, but I believe it now. And let me read a few more comments. I don't want to get too far behind. B-Dog says, Bob got shook. He was like, the smartest thing you could do is stay away from Terence. Yeah, right. That's when the proper
Bud did. That's when Errol Spence turned around and said, man, you a good promoter. You know what to say.
Mm-hmm. That's when that propaganda bullshit started. And Film Study says, and plus Bud likes punch resistance. He know it. That's why he saw what happened to Ugas, and he said, I don't want none of that. Eli Peters TV says, I know Bud fans secretly DMing Bud to speak out. Laughing my ass off. He says, dying out here. Bud says something. Dying out here. Bud say something. Laughing my ass off. And Byron Bradley says, we listening. He says, Film Study says, Eli Bud don't give a fuck about his fans. No, he want that money, bro. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about, he ain't trying to get beat up. He said, hit that like button, y'all. And what's going on, Suge Knight? Long time no see, Cigar. He said, I honestly think Keith was to play the entire for PBC. He said, but should have pushed harder and refused to take a light touch. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on, C. Dewberry. He says, what that new, or he says that new or old. Come on, bro.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that, Paul. Now the thing about that is that wasn't a new interview. But let me tell y'all something. It don't matter whether it was new or old, because that interview happened around the same time a lot of you delusional Bud fans were saying that Errol Spence was scared of him. That's all you need to know. When Terence Crawford just looked in that camera and said he never gonna fight Spence, that was around the same time a lot of you delusional Crawford fans were saying that Spence was scared of him.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Paul?
What's going on, Lenard Thomas? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
see, what you go ahead, bro? I'm gonna let you have it.
I was gonna say, man, I hopefully, but I still think it's. I mean, nothing's confirmed, man. So you can't. No. I can't get too excited, but man, hopefully I get my wish when it's Earl versus Keith, man.
Well, they said it's confirmed. They said December 17th. That's what I'm hearing.
It's not confirmed.
I see reports where they say it's confirmed. You got to go online. I should have wrote the article where they said confirmed. I think it was Boxing 24.
Boxing 24 said confirmed. I don't remember ever saying confirmed. When did they say?
I'm just saying, look it up. Look it up.
Yeah.
You know
okay. I have a computer right here. I'm gonna pull it up right now because nothing's confirmed.
Yeah. One of them said confirmed. You know
But
what I'm
now I
saying?
thought about it. I've been thinking about it, bro. EJ, if
I
EJ,
think even Blue Blood said it's confirmed.
No, Blue
yeah, I
Blood
saw,
did say it. That's coming from him, but no,
Yeah,
nothing
good.
online
Blue
has been
Blood is a good
confirmed.
source. He's a good
yeah,
source.
No,
usually be on it.
I ain't trying to hate on the brother, but he's spotty, man. I mean, he ain't the only one who has spotty sources,
Man,
man.
Blue Blood been covering this shit for, and you can guarantee they've been trying to push Keith Thurman for a minute, bro. You got to
Yeah,
use some common sense,
listen. I hope it is, but honestly, I still think it's gonna be stay showing his
bro.
legacy.
If they give
This
you
is
a
my
date,
thing.
you know what I'm saying, December 17th, and you know EJ want to get it's an inside fight. They both fight for Showtime and Fox. It's an easy fight to make. It's the most common sense fight to make. Just like you
I
made the
agree.
case, your damn self.
Hey, no, and
So
I'm still.
and to
Hey,
make a
I'm
fight
still.
on
Hey,
this short of
Paul.
notice, and they could promote the shit out of it because they're on the same company. They fight for the same
Okay,
fights. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
disagreeing with you, Paul. I'm saying that I hope you're right, but nothing's been confirmed. And right now, it's just I still think it's stay showing because I think that Earl said he'll never fight Keith, so I gotta take the man at his word, unless he changes something up. But right now, I don't think it's. I mean, I'm the guy who made that case for Keith because I want to see Earl beat up on Keith.
See
But
now that the fight is about to go. Here you go with the damn with the
but
being
Paul, it's not
negative.
confirmed, brother. You got it. Your
I
sources come from Blue
understand,
Blood.
bro, but we can still talk about it, can't we? You were talking about
I
it
don't want
before
to
the
talk.
shit was
Listen,
even Go
I've
ahead.
been down this road before. I don't want to talk about good fights if the fight's not going to come through. I don't want to. No, not. I'm saying not talking about you.
No,
Because this is
no,
your
I'm
chat.
gonna talk about what the hell I
This is.
want to talk about.
Yes, I'm saying.
I think the
I
fight.
this,
I
this
think
is.
the fight gonna happen.
Now that's a good fight to talk about too.
Let's stay optimistic. You know what I'm saying? They got a story behind this fight. You know what I'm saying? Really, I wanted Errol Spence Jr. to fight. Boots Ennis or Stanya. I don't care. It's all good fights. But I mean, this is a grudge match.
Well, let me say
You see
this.
what I'm saying?
The reason why I'm excited about it if this fight actually happened because I'm EJ all day. So if EJ say Thurman a bitch and he don't want to fight him, I'm with it. But now looking at how Bud just tried to play your legacy, this is actually good to put Keith Thurman name on your legacy. This good. It's better. It's better than him leaving you and then you got to fight a Stanionis or even a Boots. I like Boots, but right now Boots name don't do nothing for you right now. Keith Thurman name does something for your resume right now.
I agree. That's why I made that. I made that argument to Spence fans because they said they don't want to see it. I'm like, no, this is part of his legacy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Okay,
And
okay,
if he doesn't get Terence next, he should fight Keith, and I'll stand
okay.
by it.
I'm gonna put it this way: on paper, Keith Thurman is a better fight, right? But legacy wise, as far as who's talent, you know what I'm saying? I think fighting Boots would be a tougher fight. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I mean, I can see
Yeah.
reasonably why
Agree.
people think that Jerron is a better fighter than Keith. I'm not denying that.
Why?
But
I
what?
mean,
But
Keith is more accomplished, but
that's
Keith
what.
don't
That's
look
what
the
I'm saying.
same.
That's
Hmm.
what I'm saying, though, Keith. I mean, I said Keith. I'm sorry, my bad, Paul.
That
That's what
boy,
I'm
I tell you,
saying,
that
though,
boy got
Paul.
Keith on the damn
I
brain
know.
right there, boy.
No,
That
no,
got
no.
that
I'm
Keith
saying,
son right there,
but
goddamn.
that's what I'm saying. Listen, on paper, yes. I mean, excuse me, eye test. Yes, Jerron looks like the most dangerous dude right now, for sure. But
Hmm.
that's again, but he's not proven. So if we're being technical, if
Yeah,
you look
that's
back,
because Keith
who
fought
overall is a
Mario's
better
Boreal.
fighter? It's Keith because he's proven. Again, that's
That,
on
that's
eye test.
because that's
Yeah.
because Keith fought Mario's Boreals. If he would have came back and fought Jerron Bruce Ennis, then he would have been proven. See,
Listen,
it's not just about who you fight. It's about your intentions. You know what I'm saying? When you see EJ trying to fight the best, he come back off a car accident. He's trying to fight the best. He come back, you know what I'm saying, from eye retina surgery, fight Danny Garcia and beat him down. That's the best. It's about your intentions, not that he beat these dudes. It's about how he goes about it, right? And we look at Keith Thurman, he came back against Josecito Lopez and almost got Falumaloon. Came back against Mario Barrios and had trouble and almost got Falumaloon. You see what I'm saying? And
right.
then he didn't come back and say, hey, man, I'm going to get in the mix. Give me Jerron Busin. It's like, you know, like Ugas. He just took an ass whipping from Errol Spence Jr. He come back. He said, I want Jerron Busin. I
But see,
want Jerron Busin.
the thing,
That's
bro.
a fighter.
I feel what you're saying, Paul, and we all agree. We all know that Boots is better than Thurman. But you know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at
Yeah.
chess. I was always taught to play chess and not checker. Bud called himself checkmating Errol Spence. The biggest checkmate, let me tell you, the biggest checkmate Errol Spence can do right now is to go ahead and fight Keith Thurman, right? And I'm gonna tell you how I would move. I would fight Keith Thurman. And if I can't get, if I still feel like I can't get Bud in the ring, I'm moving up my next fight. But I will fight Keith Thurman, and I will find a way to actually get boots on my undercard. I would make that event the biggest event.
Yeah, that would be smart
to make Bud look even stupid, look even dumber than he does right now. That's what I would do. That's chess. That's checkmate. If I fight Keith Thurman, beat Keith Thurman while you fighting David Advanced Warfare, and I got boots on my undercard, ain't nobody worried about what the fuck you was doing on blackpeoplemeet.com.
Yeah, and to further my point, Paul, again, and I'm just talking about eye test alone. Jerron just looked better than Keith. Shit, he almost looks better than Earl and Crawford.
Yeah,
he's going based off of eye test. But if let's just say both them brothers, Keith and Jerron, would have died tomorrow, who would be overall the better fighter? It's Keith, because he's proven. That's all I'm saying. So I mean, if you're just looking for,
all I'm saying is fuck Keith. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
no, bro. That's why I want to see Earl fight him, because I know he'll beat him, and that's a notch on his resume. That's why you call me Florida Boy and Keith Jr., but I'm actually the reason why I want that fight to happen, because I know Earl will beat Keith, and it'll be a big fight and a good shit talking fight. So that's why I want to see that fight. It's good for his legacy. So that's why I actually want to see Earl shine. So that's
you won me. You won me because I was against that fight. You know what I'm saying? You really won me on the Keith Thurman thing, because I really thought this. I thought that Terence Crawford fight was gonna happen. I was one of the optimistic fools who thought Terence Crawford wanted that smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't want to see Keith Thurman nowhere near this damn fight. And you came on here and you convinced me that maybe you should get a tune up and keep acting.
Yeah, I mean,
Keith Thurman.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm looking at like, well, listen, if you can't get Crawford, what's the next best thing right now? Thurman. You know what I'm saying? So he should go in and clean that up since he's available.
Right.
So.
Let me tell y'all something else. Y'all know how Keith Thurman is, bro. He gonna sell this shit. Another reason I want him in it, because he gonna sell the press conference. He gonna get on Bud ass too. You know how he like to bust his stuff up. He gonna be like, yeah, Terence Crawford didn't want the smoke, so one time had to step up. He
exactly. That would be woo.
And ever since Keith Thurman gave Sean Porter the first 6 goddamn rounds, I know EJ couldn't wait to get his ass in the ring. You know what I'm saying? When they went to halftime, half the fight, and they asked Terence, Keith Thurman, he said, "What do you think? Who do you think win?" He said, "I think he won every round." I said, "This boy crazy." I said, Keith Thurman crazy. He'll hate him, bro. And let me read some of these comments. What's going on, Slime? GD says, he said, Bernard Hopkins came off of two losses and moved up 2 weight classes and made Tava look like the amateur fighter he always looked like. And Courtney Thompson says, goddamn Gamboa. He said, get the fuck out of here. He said, with that bullshit, little Bud. And let me catch up on some of this. Let's see. Dave skates all day, my brother. He says, film study says Bud's a chihuahua. He says all that barking and shit. And Dave skates all day says Bud was talking crazy. Now he looked docile. You know what I'm saying? And Wayne Jr. says, I can't believe Bud. I mean Terence. And Courtney Thompson. How old is that interview, by the way? How old is that interview? I didn't even look it up.
Which one?
It was an Ortiz fight, because it sounded like he was saying how Ortiz looked. He was like, well, he looked like he was supposed to. So it was either this last Ortiz, maybe it was the fight before the last Ortiz. Remember the one? How I want to say, not the very last Ortiz fight, the one before that.
What are we talking about?
Well, I mean, this shows you why he walked away from the fight. You see what I'm saying? He never intended on fighting Errol Spence Jr. And in fact, I mean, he's even alluded to that that his name that they built, that Errol Spence Jr. built his brand off of his name, which is ridiculous.
He always trying to use the reverse psychology shit.
Because on Trail Boxing Talk, K. Hove said that Bomac called him. This was like 2017, 2018 when I was watching. He said Bomac called him and told him Bud's gonna move up, and he want his help building up the fight with Bud and Errol Spence. And he said he asked him that back in 2017. I remember that before he even moved up. Trail Boxing Talk was building that fight up.
But
and you know what's crazy too?
What he did when he moved up, though, he moved up and chose Horn. They never actually intended on fighting Errol Spence. They just wanted to use Errol Spence's name.
But
they
did Exactly, but all they did was the fucking Bob Arum promo package where they attached they name to a prominent fighter and don't never have intention to fight him, fight a bunch of their leftovers and see if they could stop him. Or, you know what I'm saying? Same shit they did with Manny and Floyd, bro. That's all they do.
Yeah.
And let me say this, and this is what's so crazy because I've been saying this for months now, and it's the audacity of Crawford to say that. And I just because this is my first time seeing that part of the interview. I guess when Crawford was like, "Oh, that EJ's name got built up off of his back, and that he EJ's name got hot because of Crawford himself." And I'm like, nigga, that's the biggest lie I've ever heard. If anything, and I've been saying this, Terence Crawford's name was built off of EJ's back. He's been riding that brother's coattails for the longest because it was it was Bob Arum who attached EJ, and this was the first thing that happened. Bob Arum attached Terence Crawford's name to Errol Spence when he moved up, and he's promoting that fight. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was Bob Arum who was promoting that fight, talking about, oh, Terence Crawford would beat Earl or whatever, they should fight, whatever. And that was the first initial thing, because before it wasn't really talking about until Crawford moved up, and it was Bob Arum who started to talk about that fight in the public.
I just want to see it now, bro, because I'm telling you, bro, Keith Thurman is going to shit on Bud, bro. I'm telling you.
And then what's crazy too is if you go back and do your research, well, this is kind of like my own personal thing. When EJ fought Mikey Garcia and had that successful pay-per-view, then Bud had to respond with Amir Khan, and it flopped. I remember Bob Arum trying to make that Amir Khan fight to keep up with EJ when he had that Mikey Garcia pay-per-view. So no, if Crawford's been riding Spence's coattails, and it's time for him to get dusted off.
Gant says, what's good, Pull? Now it's time to show Bud and his fanboys what a real counter punch, because we own their next countering all their excuses, no doubt. And let me see. Dave Skates all day says tune up. He says tune up Terence. And Wayne Jr. says everything changed for Terence and Big Mac after that Ugas fight. You already know. And Eli Peters TV said Bob said that because we knew Terence ain't playing on fighting Errol, but he was planning on wasting his time. Exactly. And I think Bob couldn't speak on it due to Bud being signed to him. Exactly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And Tyrell Grace 04 says after he cooks Thurman and Bud fight fall through and don't happen, it's gonna be 75-25. He ain't going back toward that fight, bro. This is Courtney Thompson says Bob and Bud beef is all behind Bud not wanting to fight EJ. And Dave Skates all day says the smoke Bud was gonna get Terence was gonna get Thurman gonna get washed. And I think you fell off, bro.
I just like that build up, bro. That because I know I'm telling you, Thurman not gonna let the world ignore the pussy move that Bud just made. That's the one thing I do like about Keith Thurman. When he see you make a whole move, he gonna call it out. He gonna call it out.
And Courtney Thompson, just like I said, it's confirmed. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? I saw it on the articles where they said it's confirmed. Eli Peters TV said funny because now that the only thing Bud fans are standing on is Bud plans on fighting Errol next year. He said they're exhausted with excuses because over the last week they've all been examined and debunked. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Dave Skates all day says Thurman going to be victimized in there. Of course he is. He's just going to get his little money. He's going to get the hell on. Thurman is a realist. You know what I'm saying? He has he's not under the pretense he's going to go in there and beat EJ. He might give it his all, but as soon as y'all already know, when EJ hits him in the stomach a couple of times, the fight is going to be over. He's going to cough up that mouthpiece. Either he's going to cough it up, he's going to choke on it.
Well, you know what, though, Poole? This might be a good move for Thurman, too. Look at it. He lost to Manny, right? He lost it. And that was probably his biggest payday to this point. He's going to take another big payday, probably his second biggest payday with Spence. He know he probably going to lose, but he going to look good because history going to remember he the one that stepped up and fought Spence when Crawford was scared to. Like I'm telling you, but this gonna look good on his legacy, bro. When people go back and look at the legacy of Thurman, they're gonna say he fought Manny, then he turned around and stepped up and fought Spence when Bud was scared to.
Mm-hmm. And C. Dewberry, it did say according to Blue Blood. He said if you read the article, it says and Blue Blood is a reporter. He is a reporter, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, he is his own journalist. He has his own sources. So so for people who don't believe, just because you may not feel right about Blue Blood is a reporter, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
He locked in.
Yeah, he's a reporter. He's a better reporter than a lot of these dudes. They use the same sources on the inside. Let me see. What's going on, Slime? You up here, shit? What the hell?
Yeah, I'm up here.
And Romulan Emily Jones says Keith's gonna get coal in his stocking for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he gonna get his foot in his ass. That's what he gonna get. But you got go ahead.
Paul. One of the reasons why I prefer that Errol to fight Keith over Boots is because Errol could fuck around and ruin Boots, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ruined Boots, and then if he ain't never the same, then it ain't gonna look as good on his resume. You know what I'm saying? I think he need to have that fight with Boots at 54, because if he fuck around and Errol, he ruined everybody he fight, bro. He fuck around and ruin Boots, then he might not never be the same. And that shit, people ain't even gonna remember that shit how they would if he let him develop himself first.
Well, I think Boots got the pedigree, man. To protect himself. He can move in there. He ain't gonna just stand in front of EJ and get his ass whipped. He can move enough. I think he gonna get the ring cut off on him, and it's gonna be a fight. And you know what I'm saying? But he's a big natural welterweight.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So he's not a little dude like Terence Crawford and some of the other dudes. He can absorb some punishment.
But you know how that shit be like when Anthony Yarde got in there with Kovalev too early. You know how it is when somebody get in there with somebody too early, it ruin their fucking confidence, man. I think he need to wait till 54. I think
what you're not understanding is the pedigree of this guy. He's like the Mayweathers. You know what I'm saying? When Floyd came in, he was ready. You know what I'm saying? He just needed the opportunity because
you think he on that level?
He come from a boxing family. That's all. This nigga been fighting ever since he was a child, a baby.
Yeah, Boots the truth, definitely the truth. I'm just saying like this here, as far as the chess moving, I'm not talking about ducking. I'm talking about, bro, you got to understand, bro, the way I was taught and the way I believe EJ should move in fighting, bro, you have to answer people moves with better moves. Terence Crawford tried to pull the ultimate checkmate by thinking, oh, well, I'm gonna go take this little fight. You thought you was getting undisputed. Now I'm putting your resume at jeopardy. Now you got to scramble to take a fight or forced to move up and try to make a quick fight. No, I can fight Keith Thurman. This is a man with a name in the welterweight division. I can fight Keith Thurman, beat him. And again, like I told you, Boots is always ready. I would go to Boots and let him know, look, man, you can be on my undercard if you want. Boots not going to turn that down because this going to be in Dallas. This going to be eyes going to be on this. This is going to be a high-selling pay-per-view. Boots team will do that. They will take that fight, put all eyes on your fight, and it's going to make Terence Crawford look even worse. And so that means whatever Spence's next move is after that, whether he decides to stay again or move up, you just helped out your legacy, and you putting more eyes on you than was ever on you than before. I'm telling
you. That's true. Let me see. Courtney. Let me see. Tyrell Grace 04 says, Errol finna get a bag at home before Christmas. And Courtney Thompson says EJ already felt some kind of way about one time. Yeah. He said after this Bud shit, he said EJ is gonna beat the brakes off of Thurman ass. He might sleep Keith. I think he's gonna sleep Keith, y'all. If Keith don't be smart and go ahead and just fall out or whatever, I think he's just gonna TKO him. I don't think Keith will let him TKO him.
Keith will quit on the stool, man.
Yeah, exactly. He is not gonna go out there to look bad. If he avoided EJ all these years, you know what I'm saying, and he know Errol Spence Jr. got a lot of resentment for holding up his career. You know what I'm saying? He want to beat Keith for a lot of reasons. You know what I'm saying? And it's personal. A lot of it's personal. And Keith understands that. So, I think Keith got an exit. He's a smart dude.
He's one of the smartest boxers in the game.
So he ain't going to go out there and just let this dude gorilla whip his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you put a banana in the cage and that goddamn gorilla get a hold of your ass. And that's what it's going to look like. Kevin Ringo, what's going on, my brother? He said 2 days ago, Boots' dad did an interview and said Showtime told them that they have a fight on December 17th. It may be, oh my God. No, not December 17th. He said maybe now they putting Keith's name in there. Why would they? Would that be a camouflage? No, bro. Don't get me to thinking. He said it might be standing on us and Spence may fight Thurman. Let me see. Man, no, I ain't going with that, bro. I can't believe that he gonna fight Boots.
No, he's saying that he may fight Thurman. He's saying that he think what I said might happen. They might
Boots gonna be on the undercard.
That's what I'm saying. They might got Boots coming to the undercard because you know how the Boots family get down, bro. They want that exposure. Man, look, come fight. I ain't fighting you. I told you I'm gonna get you at 154, but I do want you on my undercard, bro.
That shit do make a lot of sense, bro. That shit.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's gonna make that fight.
And it's gonna make Crawford look bad.
Man,
It's gonna make Crawford look terrible.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna be a highly successful event.
That right there.
I
mean, you put Boots on that undercard, that's gonna be a fly ass card, bro.
Yeah, they might do 500,000. That'll be the best move. That's the best move possible for Errol to make, for real. When I think about it, that's the best move we can make.
Let me see. Eli Peters TV says, he said all the Errol possible fights are good, so it's cool to speculate. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, it's just boxing talk, bro. Some of these people, they think we all reporters and shit. Ain't nobody no damn reporter.
Nah, we just talk.
Right. Twin 90 says, I think it's Keith for a reason. I hope it's Keith now because I think that fight is doable and I think that's concrete because, you know, they both on the same side of the fence and you ain't got to worry about a lot of bullshit. And I think Keith need that bag. You know what I'm saying? He like to, Keith like to eat. You know what I'm saying? That nigga get big on our ass. What's going on, Devon Wallace and what's going on, Naughty Crash? What's going on, bro? I ain't trying to ignore y'all.
Salute, Pool.
What's going on? What y'all think about all that bullshit? Yeah, Terence Crawford, they got footage of him saying he'll never fight EJ.
Huh? Hold on, what?
Yeah.
No footage?
That's an old interview. But he said they got him on that way. He said he'll never fight Errol Spence Jr.
Right. Yeah.
So it's on Fight Hype.
Yeah, Pool just played that one.
Man, I agree with you, Pool, man. I don't want to.
Man, what? Come on, man. Just say it ain't so. Somebody tell me this ain't true, man.
Yeah, did y'all see?
Well, it ain't nothing that we never already knew. He already said he didn't want to fight unless it's 50-50.
Why? Did he say why?
Because he knows his ass whooped.
Bro,
right, basically.
Bro, that's 10 times out his own mouth. He done already said that he
don't man,
he said it in about 10 different ways already.
Yeah.
He a coward. He a coward, bro. It ain't nothing else to it.
I think he don't want to take the risk. He don't want that kind of fight.
Well, if you look at him and look at the people around him, you know, he got a bunch of yes men around him, and then you know what I'm saying, I know what it is to have, I know how I feel to have kids and want to defend your honor in front of the kids that you want to respect you. He got a whole boxing gym behind him. He got all these people talking shit, and he know that he go in that motherfucker and get stopped, nigga. It ain't gonna be he ain't gonna be able to look them people in their eyes, man.
And if
what a real man does, let me tell you something. What a real man do is if you got kids watching, whether it's your kids or not, and you want, you know, you don't run from the fight. What you do is you show them how to lose with pride.
Right.
That's part of being a man too. Show them how to go down on your shield. Show them how to go out.
Hey, King Judah, that's the most important lesson in life. That's what it saved my niggas' lives. That's what it saved them youngsters' lives, man. Because that's what's wrong today. People don't know how to take their L's, and you understand? Because motherfuckers don't know, like, excuse my language, but you get more respect in certain L's than you do in a win, depending on how you go out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look at Joe Frazier, bro. Joe Frazier lost to Ali. He lost bad to Foreman, but everybody respect him because that man fought every single second that he had life in his body. Every single second that he had consciousness, he was trying to win every fight he was in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's go ahead. Well, I just want to ask y'all a question because I was trying to figure this out. In the history of welterweights, let's say Errol do knock off Keith Thurman, but see, y'all saying Bud don't want to fight. But I was saying, hypothetically speaking, let's say he knock off Thurman and Bud. Where did that leave him in history as far as the welterweights?
Top 3 to me. Top 3.
Man, he's looking like the top dog to me.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put him over Floyd. You can't put him over Floyd, but I do believe you put him. Because I mean, Floyd. The reason I say Floyd, because Floyd beat the most Hall of Famers in history.
Well, you talking
about on the full scale? No,
no. Y'all misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not talking about on the overall scale. I'm talking about as welterweights. You know what I'm saying? As king welterweight. Where did that leave him? You run through the gauntlet. You run through Ugas, Garcia,
Garcia, Kell Brooks, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, and Terence Crawford.
Yeah, that's some Andre
Yeah.
Ward type shit.
That mean he cleaned out the whole division.
Come on, man. That mean he got the broomstick and
I
swept the floor.
don't think Floyd cleaned it like that.
Nah, he didn't. That's what I'm asking y'all. You know,
Yeah, it ain't like he just fought.
Right.
It ain't like he just fought, somebody with 2 belts. EJ went to everybody.
Right. I was just explaining to my son that Bud fought at 140. A couple of his undisputed fight wasn't that for 2 belts apiece? Didn't they have 2 belts apiece?
Yep.
He fought. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That man then went and fought each and every single body that had a belt, each and everybody who was a contender, or you know what I'm saying, and wiped the floor with him.
And that's why Bud not gonna let him. That's why Bud not gonna fight.
Yeah.
I think Bud know if Bud get in there with EJ and he get his ass whooped, how most of us think he gonna get his ass whooped, it's gonna make people reassess his whole resume,
whole career. Yeah,
it's gonna make people reassess it, and he know that.
Well, look, this
That's the first time you hop in there with somebody of importance, you got your ass dog walk.
Yeah, that scenario that we just had where we said that let's say EJ fight Thurman and have Boots on his undercard of his co-main event while Bud fight the Avenesian on the BlackPlanet.com, but that's gonna make people rethink Black Planet. That's gonna
fight on OnlyFans.
That's why this shit gonna be so big, bro. Because I'm telling you, the way Keith Thurman to build this fight up and wake people up to what's really going on, the way that fight will sell. If Errol Spence going to Dallas, taking Keith Thurman to Dallas, having Boots as his co-main event right after this fake ass Bud fight happened, that's gonna have people looking at Bud Crawford crazy, bro. ESPN not even gonna be able to laugh at Bud after that because it's gonna be obvious what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yo, I just don't want to see. I'm with you, Paul. I just don't want to see him fight Thurman, man. Thurman looked garbage in his last fight against Barrios, man. He going to wax the floor with
We need that name on our resume, though. We need that.
Well, I've changed my mind because
let me ask y'all this:
the reason why
the name is Thurman, really? What's the difference
It's a
between
name.
Thurman
It's a
and
name, bro.
Garcia?
You gotta give Thurman his credit, bro. He only lost a minute, bro. You can't deny the fact that he stepped in there with Garcia and Porter and he won both of them fights.
I just don't think he's at his peak anymore, though. Earl's too good for him.
Don't matter.
But you know what? Bro, it's unfinished business. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what this is.
I forgot about this. It's a storyline behind it. So that shit.
It's unfinished business. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman, you know what I'm saying? He really, really did some bullshit back in 2018 when he was unified, and he held up EJ career, bro. He wasted his time, just like Terence Crawford is trying to do, wasting his goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be unfinished business with Terence Crawford too. You see what I'm saying? Because right now he's ducking him, but if he stays in the division, or if he stays in boxing, you know, when Errol moves up to 154, they're going to want to see that fight too. He just turned himself into the next Keith Thurman, Terence Crawford.
Well, EJ win. Let me tell you something. Fighting Keith Thurman is the best thing because EJ
wins
the ass battle that Bud tried to make. Because guess what happened? Guess what happened after EJ beats Keith Thurman? That means he's gonna have a better fight on his resume than Terence Crawford ever had. Right now, people trying to say,
but he already has better fights than Crawford.
No, he's saying a better fighter than anybody that he'd have fought.
This is my thing. We all real boxing fans know that EJ got the better resume, but the fact that he don't have that Keith Thurman on his resume, it give leeway for Bud fans and people who trying to lie to make the case that, well, you know, EJ, his resume ain't so much better. But if he beat Keith Thurman, it's
solidify that shit.
Yeah, it's no question.
Even over Boots Ennis?
Well, shit, Bud ain't got Boots Ennis on his resume either.
I guess I'm saying because I know how good EJ is. He's peaking right now. He's at his physical best.
Hey, King Judah, you know what's so?
I don't want to see him wasted against Thurman. He going to wax Thurman. I want to see him challenge because I think he can beat Boots. Like I don't.
I think he beat Boots too.
It ain't no point in him beating Boots.
I'm all about checkmate. Checkmate is if you try to play me, I'm gonna fight Keith Thurman. You ain't fought Keith, and you damn sure not about to fight Boots. So what you gonna do? You gonna sit there and do what you've been doing. But the thing is, the wall's closing in on you now because everybody knows what he is. We see what he really is.
So I see you're speaking on the angle of closing in Bud. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me
Just
let
like
me get some of my peoples in here. Eli Peters TV. He says legacy wise, Boots is the fight because the story has been that the new dogs of the division deserve their chance. He says no
Right.
one is saying Boots ain't ready for Earl. They saying Boots is dangerous for Earl.
Right.
Basically, oh man, that's bars right
Right.
there.
That's what I agree.
GD says GD says I'm with it. He said this fight EJ won it a long time ago. He says Thurman the man Bud said was the man, and EJ can eliminate the last big name welterweight on PBC.
Now,
Yeah,
didn't Bud
yeah.
say that? Didn't Bud say that? Bud said y'all think EJ the man. He said Keith Thurman is the man to beat. Didn't Bud say that out of his own mouth?
Yes,
He sure
sir.
did.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Even though we know it's not true, that's another way you throw somebody words right back at you, nigga. You said you first
Right,
you ran from me,
right.
and then you said this was the man, so I'm gonna whoop
Oh,
his
so
ass.
this who you think your man is? Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Courtney Thompson, my brother, pillar of full counter boxing, he says that for sure. He said Dave Keith finna get that beating of his life. EJ gonna take all this shit out. He said I guess EJ finna kill two ducks with one stone, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? This fight, like we say, it's gonna capture the imagination because I think Keith is gonna try to be a spoiler in this fight. I think he's gonna train his ass off, and I think he's gonna really try to go for it. You know what I'm saying? This is motivation for
Keith don't
Keith
got no
Thurman.
jab,
We
man.
might
Man,
see.
I don't
Man,
even think Keith can
Keith
beat him,
finna
man.
come
To
out
be
there.
honest with
I'm
y'all.
gonna tell y'all what Keith finna do because Keith a fast starter. Keith finna come out there and try to knock Arrow out immediately because he know the longer the fight go, the more he gonna get punished. So he gonna try to come out there and make it a war like Hagler Hearns just to get some respect and getting whooped.
Hey, them
Mm-hmm.
body shots though. He can try all he want. We seen what body shots do to that man, bro. We seen what happened.
Right.
Thurman, bro. Look at Thurman coming in with that eye of the tiger, bro. I'm talking about as soon as they touch him in the stomach, that nigga turn to a kitty cat every time, bro.
Right.
Boy, I'm talking about even Porter. When Porter hit his ass in the stomach, that nigga jumped off the damn canvas about 2 feet, boy, and start hauling ass. Boy, I said, you know, Porter can't punch like that.
Right.
You know what I'm
He just
saying?
Shit,
he just
man.
real
Keith
weak to the
Thurman can't
body.
even beat Ugas, man. And I put money on that shit. I don't want to see that. I agree with
And
y'all, the angle about Buck Crawford, but EJ's too damn good for that dude, man. That's just
But I'm
my
saying,
opinion
bro,
on it.
like the thing about it is, bro, all history is gonna show is that Errol Spence beat Thurman. That's the important thing.
The nigga with one loss to Manny
Yeah.
Pacquiao.
that's true.
That's the thing about it. He only lost to Manny, ain't nobody else. And see, not only did he only lose to Manny, he wasn't scared to take fights except for Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good win on your resume. I actually think it's a trap fight because he don't have nothing to lose. What do
Right.
Keith Thurman got to lose?
And another thing is too, if you look at it now, bro, it's not actually like we know how, bro. We got EJ in such high regard that we not, bro. Thurman is not a soft touch, even though we know EJ gonna win. It's not like he fighting a bum, bro. Like that's something that we not focused on. He is not fighting a bum right now. If he does fight Keith Thurman, that's how high we hold EJ. We expect for him to fight the top dog of dogs. But EJ, this is not a tune-up. And Keith Thurman really ain't nobody tune-up, bro. Keith Thurman can beat you if you're not on your A game.
Yeah. Let me
Shit, I don't
read
know,
some.
man. I think Boots. You just said it. The guy next to
It
me,
ain't. It just ain't nothing to
he
gain
ducked
from beating
Spence
Boots.
when he had titles. Boots ain't scared of that smoke.
It
Boots
just
is
ain't
ready.
nothing
His
he can
whole
gain from
family
beating
said
Boots,
he's
though,
ready.
man.
It ain't
It
Boost
ain't nothing to
time
gain.
yet, man.
It ain't nothing
It
to
ain't
gain from
Boost
beating Boots,
time
man.
yet. Nah, yeah, it's a lose situation. You beat him. He was too young and green. You know what I'm saying? He beat you. You know what I'm saying? Then all your shit gone. There's really not nothing to gain.
Man,
You're
this
not
man
getting
already
nothing
said
from
he
beating
gonna
him.
fight. The
Well,
thing
you
is, this
know,
man
we
already
can
said
think.
he
We
gonna
can
fight
think.
Best
Boots at
though, man.
154,
I
though,
want
bro.
to
He
see
already
EJ in there
said,
with the best.
bro. He already said he gonna fight Boots at 154.
We can
Mm-hmm.
think. We
Oh,
can. I
okay
mean,
then. I didn't know that.
you
I
have
didn't
an
know
Yeah.
that.
argument, but we all see the skill. We all see the eye test. We all
Right.
see how he done moved through the ranks, how he destroyed Lipinets, how he destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Who else he beat? What's that kid name? Van Hilden. He beat up Thomas Delorme. We see how he handled. You know, Bud Crawford had to go a few rounds with Thomas Delorme. You know, style make fights, and this kid's style is on a whole nother level, bro. You know what I'm saying? He would give EJ a good battle in the ring. Now, I don't think he would suffer any life injuries if he was to go for it. Like you said, EJ don't really have nothing to gain from fighting him except for the challenge of fighting a young contender that can challenge him on a skillful level. And that's what we really want to see as boxing fans. We want to see, champions fighting the challengers.
We want to
When
see
you
Earl. We want to see Earl have to go through Boost and then turn around and fight Bud right after, because Bud.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's the point. That's why I'm in with it. At this point, ever since what Bud did, I'm just trying to see EJ
trying to box him in.
solidify his legacy. And after he get to 154, he already told us he gonna give us that Boots fight, and I trust that man. I trust when he
Oh yeah. But I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, if it's available, you know what I'm saying. I don't think EJ will turn it down. If anybody will give Boots a fight, it'll be EJ. I don't think Terence Crawford would ever see. I don't think Terence Crawford got that kind of spirit. He ain't got that kind of nerve. It's too late in his career to be having these kind of fights. It's too risky and dangerous for him. That's why he's trying to, retire on Golden Pond with his reputation intact, because he don't want to get his ass tore up. You see what I'm saying? In front of his people. It's too late in his career to take an ass whipping when you've been safe your entire career. So let me get some of my people in here. TZ Franks, what's going on? Oh, let me read Eli Peters TV. He said sure don't look like Errol's been left in the dust, responding to what what's his name said
Bernice.
Yeah, the boxer. You know what I'm saying? He says sorry. He says been left in the dust, left my ass out, bounce back king for real. And what's going on, Devon Wallace? He up on the panel. He says Dave, his spirit wants 10 million to fight David Avenesian. Stop, bro. And what's going on, TZ Frank? He said chess would be EJ fighting Virgil Ortiz in Dallas and getting the WBO mandatory position. That way, Bud can't duck him. Oh man, that is a wonderful point right there. That is great.
He can't get the WBO mandatory though, because he already a champion.
So Barn Bradley says, he said, "Yep, fool, we appreciate you, bro. Your page is 100. I appreciate that, y'all. Make sure y'all smash the like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? I just a boxing fan that come on here, and you know what I'm saying, we just keep it 100 about it all. You know what I'm saying? And Dave Skates All Day says, he said Devon said he can't get 10 million from BET uncut. So Courtney Thompson says, I think EJ gonna fight one time and call Bud a bitch ass out again and put the pressure right back on Bud ass. That's why he said he gonna spin the block. Oh, he can spin the block all he want. You know what I'm saying? Bud is not fighting that dude, y'all. EJ is too intense. Just like you see Boots, you know what I'm saying, got that heat on everybody's neck. You know what I'm saying? EJ has arrived, bro. He is the king of 147. You know what I'm saying? And he got Excalibur, and he's chopping motherfuckers up. Who's coming his way?
Y'all think Bud really gonna get 10 million for this fight? You think that's just a
hell no?
Like it ain't a duck,
bro. It's a duck, bro. He don't give a fuck who it is. It could have been Dollar Tree fight. He gonna take it because he ain't anything to get him out of the line.
So what is they talking about? He basically got the whole purse in his bank account already, though. That's what Bob Arum said. He said he got majority of the money of the 10 million in his bank account already.
How would he know that though?
Yeah. And why would he even comment on that? That's like weird. Even if he is getting $10 million, you know what I'm saying? You don't walk out in negotiations of a major fight.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how he know what Bud got in his bank account.
Look at this dude.
It sounds like propaganda, bro.
Hey, this dude here telling me something we making shit up. Man, hey, one of my mods, get his ass up out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody making shit up. You just don't want to hear this shit. That's what it is.
Made up? What we made
right.
Up?
GD said, I think Booth should fight somebody like Speedy Rasheed Ellis before he gets in there with EJ. Plus, I think that the next big fight at 154, not 147, EJ versus Boots. Boots got to get his name, up a little bit first.
I agree with that, bro. Nobody want to talk about that, bro, because Rashida deserved just as much as Boots ain't proved more than Rashida, but like I feel like Boots do need to fight Rashida.
I want to see
Yeah.
Boots fight somebody that ain't scared of him. That's my whole thing. Ugas calling you out, Rashidi calling you out. Get in the ring with somebody that ain't
Who ain't gonna lay
trying to get a
down?
paycheck. Yeah, man, come on, get in there with somebody ready to hit your ass. Because the niggas you fighting right now, and it's not your fault. I'm not blaming Boots, but it's like I just want to see him in there with somebody that's eager to get to him. You know what I'm saying? So I can see what he really got. Because right now he passed the eye test. But my whole thing about boxing is I can't properly assess your skills until you get somebody that can get in there with somebody that can get their shit off just like you can get your shit off.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rashida that fight for him though, even before he go to somebody like a Spence, and I'm not hating on Boots. I'm just saying that as long as you got somebody in your peer group that's that good and willing to fight you, I think you should. Because I'm a lot of most people, they'll put RT Virgil up there, bro. That's not me. I'm not putting Virgil on Boots level. Fuck all that, because they asked him about Boots, and that nigga said he need 4 years to fight Boots. So I'm never gonna put Virgil on his level ever.
Okay. Gant says, he said, if I'm not mistaken, Brooks held the IBF 147 strap and went up and fought Triple G, lost back down and fought EJ. So maybe EJ goes up to 154 and get a taste of 154 and come back down to watch Bud. I don't think so. I don't think Bud is going to fight that dude. And what's going on, Joan? Turn. He telling me some. EJ, talking about Errol is the king of ducking Bud, bro. I just played the footage of your boy talking about he's never gonna fight EJ, bro. What else do y'all need to hear? I mean, what else do you need to hear? He walked out of negotiation to fight a weaker opponent, bro. What else do y'all need to see? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing you can do to convince them, bro. They already got their mind made up. That's why I ain't no point of arguing with motherfuckers like that. Their mind is made up. They got
Spence don't need to be messing around and weight like that, coming up and coming down. He already said he's struggling.
Y'all need to become Errol Spence Jr. fans. That's what you need to do.
They need to talk to their boys.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all need to become Errol Spence Jr. fans because your boy, he ain't solid. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Timothy McLemore? He says, he said they say TC fight is on December 16th. The EJ fight what is it? Fight on December 17th. Hello. What's going on, my brother? Yeah. I think it's on defense. Ain't it on? I think Avenesian fight is December 10th, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the 10th.
Yeah, it's on the 10th, unless they changed it. Courtney Thomas said it's the one when Ortiz called them out.
All of the crossing patterns, and
what is that? Okay, and Dave Skates All Day says Timothy said EJ smart. He knows he's going to steal those BET uncut sales. He did whatever. He said shit. He said Bud shit. He said Bud shit about to sell 300 pay-per-views, 300, not 1,000. That shit is gonna flop. Of course.
Clarissa Shields will sell more than Bud, bro.
Yeah. That's because she's a real fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's really out there trying to move boxing forward. And that's what it's all about. It's not about hating on Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see how Terence Crawford moving. Y'all see what he's saying. And no matter what this dude say, y'all don't give a damn. It's all about hating on EJ.
Why do people hate that man EJ so much, bro?
I don't know. I just do not know,
it's something
bro.
personal, bro. I don't like, why do y'all hate that nigga like that, bro? Y'all can't keep real with yourselves. Like, why do people be getting on here lying to themselves, bro?
I don't know, man. I mean, I haven't seen nothing. The man, we all know that man, has a Rocky type story. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody should be supporting this kid,
Y'all know why they hate him. Y'all went to school. Y'all knew the niggas that used to sit on the side of the cafeteria and didn't like the niggas that the females and all the people gravitated towards. You know what I'm saying? It's the same kind of people. Because getting all the hoes, getting and cool with everybody from the boss to the janitor. You know what I'm saying? The coolest kid in school to the autistic kids. You know that special dude. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the dudes that really don't even like him for nothing. I'm telling you, Bud fans is just like him. If y'all really pay attention, they just like him, bro. Because I'm looking at this shit, and I hate to say this, you know what I'm saying, about a sport, but I'm looking at it like, bro, the people that's defending Bud actions right now, it's kind of making me look at people different looking at you different as a person, bro. Because it's the facts is laid down right there in your face. Everything is laid down. Because I know multiple Bud fans, bro, diehards that's not rocking with the way he's moving right now. They like, oh yeah, that's still my boy. I still got him beating Errol, but the shit that he's doing right now, bro, is bullshit. And I don't condone that shit because I'm a man first. You know what I'm saying? These people that's coming out, oh y'all just hating. Oh, they no guaranteed money. The man nephew said that was a lie. Bud ain't said nothing. He said he agreed to the terms. He didn't say whether it was 35%. He didn't say whether it was no guarantee. He didn't say none of that. But his sister and his nephew saying what they got to say. You know what I'm saying? But y'all still getting on here. Oh man, y'all making stuff up. Man, get up out of here, bro. I can't even respect you like that because you obviously not a fan of the sport.
Man, somebody said T.O. Somebody said T.O. Bob got T.O. and Keyshawn Davis fighting on the same night Bud's supposed to be fighting on.
And Jared Anderson.
They're trying to bury that little bullshit.
Yeah,
like Jared Anderson and Xander Zayas. They all fighting on that card.
No respect. No.
Let me holler out Just Do Boxing, man, in the building, y'all. Just Do Boxing. If you like my content, man, you will love Just Do Boxing. You know what I'm saying? He comes on 2 times, sometimes 3 times a day. He be covering this thing. And he got a lot of good content over there. He covers every aspect of the boxing world, you know what I'm saying? So if you like my shit, you will love Just Do Boxing and subscribe to him, man. You know, he's a real brother over there. And the whole TWT team is like that. G5, Skywalker Boxing. I fucks with all of them. And also Mike Biggs Boxing. You know what I'm saying? If that's another good channel, Marlowe Boxing, all of them, my brothers. I'm subscribed to everybody, bro. I love all that content. So if y'all like this kind of content, those are some channels that you should check out. And yeah, Just Do is just another one, man. That's just awesome. I learned a lot of stuff about new fighters and stuff from his channel too, that I never heard of. So let me see. Let me read some of these comments. Charles Thompson said he might be a reporter, but he lost all his credibility after this fiasco. Of course, you know what I'm saying. And he has no respect for the intelligence. He insults the intelligence of his fans every day, bro. You know what I'm saying. TZ Frank says Yard was beating Kovalev ass. He just gassed out. Of course, you know Yard just got tank problems. And Capman 785. He says some of y'all sleep on Boots. He says Spence is absolutely my favorite fighter, but Boots can definitely hang. Yeah, I think so too. But I think EJ will get him, and that might be biased. So y'all mute yourselves till you get ready to talk. Tyrone Spencer, he says, to me, I'm lost. He said, is Blue a reporter or a promoter? If he is a promoter, he said, I can't take his word, aka Bob, Eddie, Bill, need I say more? You can't play both sides of the fence. Now, I think he's a partner. I don't think he's a promoter. I think he's just like when you invest in a company, I don't think he's like a promoter or nothing like that. I just think he's a reporter and he got information and inside sources like that. I mean, I really don't know. I'm just saying.
Let me say this, because at the end of the day, bro, Blue is Blue and Pool is Pool. As supporters of Pool and channels that we all be on, let's leave Blue out of the situation, because I feel like, me personally, I feel like we putting people like Pool in a weird little spot, because Blue support them, they support Blue. We might feel how we feel about what Blue doing or whatever, but as brothers, they gonna support Blue. They don't have no choice, man. So I just feel like, man, we should we on Pool Counter Boxing. We talking about the fights. We chopping it up with Pool, man. Let's leave it at that, bro. Because I don't feel that's right. That I'm saying, people like Pool got to defend Blue. Like, man, do. Because y'all know him personally. We don't know Blue personally like they do, man. So let's just keep chopping it up about what we chopping up, having a good boxing conversation, man.
Mm-hmm. And what's going on? Who's real? Yeah, we just pulled up the footage of another piece of footage of Terence Crawford saying he'll never fight Errol Spence Jr. And
hey, can you play that again for me?
Let me see if I can pull that back up. I don't be wanting to fuck up my damn stream. That's why I don't be. Let me see.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do it then. I can find it on my own.
Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Cause this thing here, this damn stream got so sensitive. Let me see.
Hey, Pool, in the panel, I'm gonna hop off, but I'm gonna just say one thing, man. Salute to all of y'all. It's just a shame, man, that Bud never gave Spence that opportunity. you know, after everything Spence has been through, that car accident, the eye retina, all that time off. It's just unfortunate, man. This would have been the first undisputed welterweight. And, you know, it's a shame that he's fighting this David dude, man. It's just, I don't understand it, man. But salute to y'all, man. I'm going to hop off.
All right, my brother. Thank you for sliding through, bro. Let me see. I'm trying to pull this shit up, man. Let me see. Let me see if I can play it again. Let me see. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, we can.
Terence,
hey, Frank, hold up, fans, hold up.
What did you think of the fight, Terence?
It was a good fight. Mo broke his hand. It was a good fight. Both of them did good.
Did you think Mo was in the fight?
Yeah, of course. Virgil was slowing down, as you can see. You know what I mean? But Mo got caught with a couple of good, clean body shots that slowed him down. That, you know what I mean, kind of.
How would a fight with you be? Your status.
Y'all all know that.
Terence, but your status, because of your status, a lot of people want to fight you, obviously.
Right.
How does that make you feel? Because this kid, he's a young kid. He wants you now instead of.
He really don't want me. That's just the thing that's new. It's called for the fighters that's at the top right now. But, you know, he's doing his thing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And I wish him nothing but the best.
Did he look good to you, though, Terence?
He looked like he was supposed to look.
Porter or Pacquiao next? Porter or Pacquiao next? So Spence is done. So you're done with Spence for right now. Okay. So Spence is not. So you don't think Spence will be this year, maybe next year?
Never.
Really? Why say never? What about 154, Terence? What about 154? You gonna go to 154 soon, or?
I don't know.
You're looking good. Thank you, Terence.
No, I just tell people to keep working hard, keep doing what he's doing, and you know what I mean? I wish him nothing but the best. I don't got nothing negative to say about the dude.
Hey, Terence. What happened if you step in the ring?
So what's your?
That's old though, Pool. That's old.
Yeah, it's old.
It don't matter what it is. He said it.
Oh no, I thought when I jumped on, I thought y'all was saying he said it like today after the Keith Thurman fight was announced or something. That's my fault.
No. This is something, you know, they be trying to cover up.
I've seen
it on saying. And on many occasions, Terence Crawford has spoke this language like that. You know what I'm saying? And then when he walk away from the fight and signed with David Avenesian, it just shows you all along he's been telling you, bro. It's what we saying. You know, he's been telling you, I'm not fighting this guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now you hear it out his mouth. You know what I'm saying? He said it in so many ways. You know, if it ain't 50-50 my way, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I still want to fight. Now you hear him saying, I'll never fight Errol Spence Jr. How many times this man got to say this shit so everybody will believe what the hell he talking about? He just walked out to fight this David Avenesian. What else he got to do? I mean, what else he got to do?
I got a tweet from him on May 1st, 2022 saying, I don't want no tune-up. The time is now for undisputed. I ain't trying to hear nothing else or see nothing else. The time is now. You know what I'm saying? And now you tune up Crawford, man. I don't. That's what I'm saying. You can't defend him to me no more, bro. I don't care who you are or what kind of angle you take, bro. I'm not trying to hear nothing.
And that's my point. You see, all the time he's been planting seeds. He's been planting these little seeds nobody want to hear. See what I'm saying? But everybody wanted this fight so bad, they just ignored that shit. You know what I'm saying? They just believe what they want to believe. Okay, you know, Terence Crawford gonna go up here and knock out Errol Spence Jr. That's what EJ haters wanted to hear. And so now they hear it out his mouth. No, that fight never gonna happen. You ever hear that come out of EJ mouth?
I don't even think most of them
be lying, bro.
I think they just be Errol haters, bro. They root for Boots or whoever they think they should be Errol, bro.
Look at how this dude lied. This dude told us he tried to make people believe that he wanted this fight as bad as EJ. Up until the point where he told us, well, you know what? I'm gonna sue Bob Arum because he didn't make the fight for me. Then look what happened to that lawsuit. You dropped that motherfucker because you know you lied. You lied on Bob too.
It's the same
narrative pusher. That's what you call a narrative pusher.
It's the same dude that said if you want to fight, it don't matter about percentages. I take less because I know I'm gonna win. The same dude. That's the other shit.
Well, I'm just surprised they dug this up. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people digging into the archives, bro.
Y'all
Just to
go check
see.
out manager Marty page. He the first one I seen put that interview up.
Yeah, he breaking it down.
Yeah, he be
Yeah.
chopping
Oh
Terence
yeah, I
Crawford
got
ass
some of
up.
his interviews on my line and stuff, on my timeline.
Yeah,
You know
you
what
know
I'm
he got a
saying?
page. You know he got a page. His own page now.
That's where I got it from. Got it from his page.
He be chopping his ass up.
Yeah, because he know, and he be breaking it down in a logical way so you can follow. He do it simply, slowly, and let you know this dude. He's been signing that he's not going to fight this. He's not going to fight EJ, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all be talking about we making up shit, but Terence Crawford is telling you out his mouth. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? I
Paul.
don't know. Mm-hmm.
My bad. Is this up there with the Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, duck?
I have to say, I would have to say,
Damn.
I would.
I think people forget that the man just slipped up and said that it was going to happen down the line, and then tried to switch it up and said it was coming soon
And they try to
a
blame
couple
shit on
months
Floyd.
ago. Yeah,
But
a
if you
couple months ago.
But if you think about it, his financial success depends on everybody believing that there's going to be a fight happen between him and Errol Spence Jr. He can
So he
keep hope
clout
alive.
chased EJ name basically.
Yeah.
So what, man? He go, oh, what's his name? Tell me that hooker fight. Holy shit, though. Yeah, but didn't your boy just say he's never gonna fight Errol Spence Jr.? Didn't he just say that?
If a
You know what I'm saying?
motherfucker,
Y'all never bring that shit up. All you people that love Crawford, y'all never. Errol Spence Jr. said some shit like that. Imagine if Errol Spence Jr. said, "Man, I'm never gonna fight Terence Crawford." Would it be matter how old the footage is?
hell no.
Would it matter how old the shit is? If
Motherfucker.
you had a piece of evidence or a piece of video of Errol Spence Jr. saying that he'll never fight Terence Crawford, would it matter? See, these guys they keep trying to find propaganda and reason to discredit everything that's negative towards Terence Crawford. But the boy is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it like that, but
Damn,
he is.
Paul.
Nah, that's real talk.
Damn.
That's real talk. And you an OG, Paul. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm
My
saying?
OGs, bro, they ain't finna pull out certain words unless you really, you know what I mean, man.
I'm talking about, man, it's just ridiculous at this point. And he really let me down because I really thought he was that dude. I thought he was a killer, man. He ain't, bro. And I think EJ, I think he knows this from behind the scenes. We don't go and do the sparring, because EJ, he was in the trenches coming up sparring. And, I'm pretty sure he came across Terence Crawford hearing the rumors, whatever. And these guys be knowing who's a bitch and who's not. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So they don't. So by the time they meet each other, they already know from the people who sparred with them. Like what's that guy named Brian Norman Jr.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's in the trenches right now, sparring everybody, and they letting everybody know who's a bitch and who's not. When they get in there, who's gonna quit? You know what I'm saying? Just like Tank, Devin, Shakur know each other, and Sean Davis, they all spar each other. They already know who's gonna quit in the ring. They know Chris Colbert ain't one of them dudes. They know who's the tough guys and who ain't. And they know that Terence Crawford ain't that dude, bro.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Bud got hella talent, but people know, man. Sometimes people's heart don't match up with their talent, bro. I think Bud
Right.
one of them. Bud one of them, I think.
Well, I think he got talent. It's just,
I think his
you
heart
know,
don't match up with his talent.
I think against certain fighters who got just as much heart, what I'm saying? Somebody who can take some punishment and still get to your ass. You don't want to fight nobody like that.
I
You know what
wish
I'm saying?
Sean Porter would have been on his shit, man.
Right, and Sean Porter, man, say what you want to say. Sean Porter
He a
hard.
dog, man. He a
Sean Porter
dog.
Hart is a dog, bro. And
Yeah,
see,
man.
he lost 4 fights or whatever, and you know what I'm saying. But he's still a dog, bro. You know what I'm saying? He is still a dog, and that's all we care. It's not that if Terence Crawford go in there and get beat up by EJ. It's just I want to see him keep the same energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that you remember how he acted right after that fight? You know what I'm saying? I think that's the same day. As a matter of fact, that's the same. Isn't that the same day? That was the Maurice Hooker fight, right? So he went behind there with EJ and did all that damn bullshit in front of the cameras. But then a little bit earlier, a little bit later, he says, "I'll never fight Errol Spence Jr." You know what I'm saying? So all these years they dogging EJ, talking about Terence Crawford been calling him out for years and shit. And here you go with some old footage saying he'll never fight Errol Spence Jr.
The thing is, Paul, it's just like what you said. That Ugas fight made that nigga reassess. Because I remember on footage what Bomac was saying, we could fight Ugas. Ugas a killer. People don't know about Ugas. He beat Terence in the amateurs. He a killer. They seen what Earl did to that nigga, man, and that shit, man, they whole energy shifted up, man. You know what I'm saying? Then Bomac started getting on there saying Earl is a great fighter. He can make adjustments and all this other shit. It's exactly what you said, man. Them niggas seen that how he punished Ugas, and they ain't want her to smoke.
But see, I think he knew before that. Tell you the truth, you know what I'm saying? When and yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I think that, because he turned down that Pacquiao fight. I don't think it was about no damn money. Hey, he taking $10 million to fight David Avenesian, didn't he? Why wouldn't you take?
My bad. Go ahead, boo.
So why wouldn't he take $10 million to fight a name like Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao was right for the taking. Damn. Why not take $10 million to fight Manny Pacquiao? He didn't want that Manny Pacquiao smoke.
Oh, you think he was just dodging all smoke? You think, you think he a straight bitch?
That's what I'm looking at, because I didn't believe it before. I said, well, maybe something wasn't wrong. Maybe something wasn't right with the money. I was like, Manny Pacquiao? Money ain't right with Manny Pacquiao? Are you serious? Manny Pacquiao is that dude. You gonna get some money fucking with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, you gonna get a name.
Keith Thurman got his money fucking with Manny Pacquiao. So what happened with Terence Crawford? Anytime there's talent, anytime there's somebody that's a threat that can fight, he ain't fighting them.
So he died in all any type of threat, any close fights. He don't want.
That's what I'm looking at, man. And I didn't believe it before, but now I'm looking at this nigga sideways. So Philly, what's going on, Philly Bull 91? He says, I like this fight, and I think Boots fighting on the undercard, man. That is gonna be a fire undercard, bro. He said, no mercy. He said EJ should pass the torch to Boots. Good idea, brother. He said the WBO should force Clownfoot to fight Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? That would be great. Facts full. You know what I'm saying? And Eric Johnson, he says, Boots the new generation. He said EJ needs to clear out his generation if Boots can make it to an EJ fight, because Brian Norman Jr. is a beast. He sure is. He said, and Boots got to beat him before EJ. Okay.
I like
What's going on? Greeks with fire in the building. He says, salute, we live. You already know. He says, Philly Bull 91 says Spence versus Thurman, Boots versus Stanionis, and Frank Martin versus Cobra. God damn, what a card.
That's a hell of a card.
God damn it, what a card. That's a hell of a fire card right there. But we haven't had a damn fight like that. I mean, a card like that in a minute. Let me see. What's going on, Joan Turner? That's our residential Bud fan, diehard fan. He says, EJ said at the Mo Hooker fight, he says, Al Heyman said, you're not on the list to fight. Translation error. Doug, come on, bro.
Man,
come on
with that shit, man.
Come on, Joan Turner. Come on now. You know better than that. He said, and Frank Martin, man, that's gonna be a fire ass card. Sleeping with my third eye open. My brother, he says, Keith called EJ a false prophet in an interview when they called him the truth. No doubt. Yeah, we already know what that story is like right there.
A false eye when he get done fighting EJ.
And GD says, he's talking to let me see. Let me catch up on some of these comments. Let me see. Councilman 785 says, Crawford meant that shit when he said it, laugh out loud. He said, I thought he was joking. Yeah, man, that nigga there, man, he's something else, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, we think he the next coming of a Tommy Hearns, or, you know what I'm saying, on that kind of, time. You know what I'm saying? He ain't on that type of time, bro. He on some bullshit, bro. And Crawford was saying, how you say that? Dolly tail? How you say do it tail? How you say die? How you say that? Die tail 36. He says Crawford was saying that the fight is past him after the Brook fight. He said Crawford said he told his team that he was moving on from Spence. I know. I mean, we got all this shit out here on Crawford, and I really hate going back over this kind of shit, because Crawford has been like exposing himself. He's been planting seeds that he don't want to fight, and then he finally walk away from the fight, and motherfuckers still acting like there's hope for next year. You know what I'm saying? EJ is not gonna waste his time, bro. He got too many fights. He gotta get to. You know what I'm saying? Crawford is bullshit. He at the end of his career, the nigga sitting on Golden Pond. You know what I'm saying? And he don't want to fight nobody. So nobody got time for that, bro. What's going on? Just do boxing. And KTPB says Look at Bud fights. He never took a risk. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So why would he take a risk now? And
Hey,
then people go ahead.
my bad, Paul. I was gonna say I heard he ducked somebody at 140. Somebody Ray Robinson or something like that. I heard he
No,
ducked.
yeah, Ray Robinson, because it was kind of a draw. Well, really, people thought Ray Robinson beat Green Machine, but see, he'd rather fight somebody like Green Machine because Ray Robinson beat him in the amateurs, right? And you would think that Terence Crawford would want to get. He never tried to avenge those fights in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Danny Garcia, Ugas, and Ray Robinson. He should have got those. See, that would have gotten him a lot of respect back too. You know what I'm saying? To get those wins from his amateur days. But your boy don't want that smoke, man. I'm telling you, your boy don't want that smoke. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Zone 6? He says Thurman versus Spence. Who you got? Yeah, I already know, bro. Come on now. You know what I'm
Big.
saying? Let me see. What's going on, Bad 24? I see you down there, bro. He says, sleeping with my third eye open. He says, facts. He said, the character of a man is how you handle defeat. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? John Turner, you know what I'm saying? I got to go to my Bud fans. He said, panelists, I have a question. He said, what? He says, why did Errol tell Bud you're not on the list if Al thought Errol could win? Bro, he just walked away from a whole fight with Errol Spence Jr. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That none of that even matters, bro. He just walked away from the whole fight. What do y'all be talking about? Let me see. I got a super chat. What's going on? This nigga excited as hell. Nigga like getting chicken from Kroger, boy. Let me see. I got a super chat. Let me see. Damn, I'm missing a lot of comments. Let's see. C. Dewberry with that $10 in the super chat. He said, just showing support. I thank you, my brother. I really appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? We working, man. We working. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back down some of these comments. Let me see. What's going on, Master Khalil? He says, Joan Turner, he said, how is Spence going to fight the chump if he won't answer the door? God damn, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just like that shirt. He said, I think he had a tweet or one of EJ fans. He said, where he showed the shark knocking on Terence Crawford door. He said he won't answer. That shit is funny as hell, bro. EJ be tripping, boy. He be really cracking jokes and stuff on that Twitter. Let's see. What's going on, Christian G? He says, Darren, how EJ wastes his time when Bud only fight once a year versus tomato cans, and that's exactly what his 2022 looked like. Right on schedule. Laugh out loud. And we know it's true. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford don't want easy fight. He want easy money. You know what I'm saying? He don't really want to dig deep and go in there and fight no hard fights. You know what I'm saying? And Martin King Boxing, he says, can't wait for Crawford event. I know that shit is going. You know what? That shit might do well just because people want to see if you get Falumaloon by David Avanesian. You know what I'm saying? And let me see, sleeping with my third eye open. He says, exactly. No one can be a fighter afraid to fight. He said, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it just, it may be that he's not afraid. Maybe that's too strong. He just don't want to take the risk, bro. He just don't want to take the risk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the same thing, You know what I'm saying? Twin 90 said, just enjoying the chat at this point. Marty King Boxing says, pool kind of boxing tripping. And let me see. HB said, if they really gave that man $10 million for that fight, he said that they're not going to see their return on that. Hey, that's on them, bro. You know what I'm saying? This man walked away from Nike to go to Dollar Tree to get paid. That's the way I look at shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? 4Ben Media. He says Bob Arum said Crawford wasn't mentally ready to fight Spence after seeing the Ugas fight. God damn. You say when
That's shit.
I know, man. Bob, he a troll too, man.
Yeah,
He a old ass troll ass nigga too. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to see Bud succeed. You know what I'm saying? And Bud, he already know that he got a lot of motherfuckers that want to see him get in this fight. They want to see him prove himself. Just like Blair Cobb, he's the world oldest damn prospect. He need a step up fight.
How old is Blair Cobb, Paul?
Say what now?
How old Blair Cobb is?
I don't know how. I think he's like 34. He's 34.
Damn.
Third eye. What's going on, my brother? He said, if you the number one fighter, you have to compete with elite level competition, and I agree with that. That's been my thing at pool counter boxing. You know, so I don't care if it's Errol Spence Jr., I don't care if it's Tank, I don't care if it's Devin, I don't care if it's Deontay Wilder. We never have a problem with most of these fighters trying to fight the best, but when you don't, that's when you're gonna get the criticism. And a lot of folks don't want to hear you criticize their favorite fighter, so they're willing to say shit about you because you want to see the best fight the best. You know what I'm saying? They about that bullshit propaganda, and nobody's trying to hear that shit, bro. What's going on, Alexander 89? Welcome to Pool Counter Boxing. He said he's trying to get to 50-0. Man, nobody wants to see them fake ass resumes and shit. And you got motherfuckers on there that you don't, just like Zordo and shit. You can and what's his name, Manguia. You can look at their whole resume. You like, who the hell are these damn people? You know what I'm saying? You don't even recognize nobody on their damn list. You can't even pronounce their damn name. You like shit. You know what I'm saying? By the time they get to the big time, they ain't fought nobody. Niggas got 40 fights and shit. You don't even know nothing about none of them.
People.
Goddamn, everybody in Tijuana. You know what I'm saying? With damn 50 losses. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. What's going on, Charles? Let me see. Let me drop the link in case y'all want to jump up on here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I just saw that when I first started, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to go live. I said, God damn. So they done caught the nigga with saying some more shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Martin King boxing. He says, I hear Spence fighting the day before Christmas, huh? You know, it's gonna get a lot of views too. You know what I'm saying? Master Khalil says, John trying to use stupid ass. He said, don't know what Bud got offered. Stop lying, dummy. And let me see. What's going on, Rain? I see you out there, my brother. He says, Barbershop Conversation said he talked to Al Heyman and claims Spence is moving to 154. Huh. So that goes.
Al Heyman.
I hope Barbershop Conversation ain't doing it like that, you know what I'm saying? Because he got a good channel, you know what I'm saying? He seemed like he's a pretty chill dude, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he's just back and forth. Maybe you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr. is back and forth. He's just trying to figure out what he want to do. Maybe he'll put his ass whipping on Keith Thurman and then move on up to 154. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Dungeon Talk? I see you out there, my brother. He says salute pool in the chat. He says Spence gonna punish Thurman. Ain't he though? Ain't he? He gonna put that. He gonna put that Falumaloom on his ass.
Yeah, tenderize them little ribs.
Mm-hmm. I don't think. I mean, I don't see it going 6 rounds. Tell you the truth, because Thurman ain't active enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7, and he don't got no jab.
And let me see. Third Eye says the level of competition got intense. Now he cornered. He either fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? You see what he did? The nigga went to them a whole nother streaming app and shit just to get a damn fight. You know what I'm saying? With somebody most boxing fans don't even know. You know what I'm saying? He says, Asante L says he ducked Gary Russell Jr. I don't think that fight was makeable, to tell you the truth. But you know, I think Gary would have took that smoke. You know what I'm saying? Gary always been a man of his word. He said Bud represent all GD says Bud represent for all the ducks in the world. And Alex says these guys don't know shit about boxing. Okay, Alex. You know what I'm saying? Modern King Boxing says, Rain, the only person you should believe is yourself. He said, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Spence fighting Thurman or Staniosis or moving up. He's fighting as soon as Santa Claus goes down the chimney. Latest news. And let me see what's going on. How you say that? Lonvion down gathers. He says, Bud be writing checks his ass can cash, and he knows if he isn't no. What FN? What's that? FN. He's no fucking pound for pound moving like he does, and nobody believes that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody believes he's pound for pound number one. You know what I'm saying? Samuel Washington. He says only reason Bud fought. He said the only reason Bud fought Sean is because they knew Kenny was going to throw in the towel. Yeah, I think they got together on that shit too. What's going on, Charles? What's happening, bro?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Everything good?
They done dug up some more shit where he's talking about he never gonna fight Spence. What you think about it? I think it shows and reflects you know what I'm saying, what he had his intentions the entire time. And I think people are just on fire, man. They just tired of you know what I'm saying, speculating about Terence Crawford. I think he's shown us the entire time his intentions of not fighting Errol Spence Jr. So what do you think about all that?
Oh yeah, I actually remember that video because that was after the Maurice Hooker and Virgil Ortiz fight.
So what happened? You remember the video between him and Errol Spence Jr. after the Maurice Hooker fight, right?
Between those two?
Yeah, between Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford. You remember how they faced off, right?
Oh yeah. I remember that. You talking about
Right.
at the red
So
hoodie, yeah.
on the same night, he said he's never gonna fight Errol Spence Jr. That's the same night.
No, that was a different fight, Pool.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought that was I thought he said that was the Maurice Hooker fight.
I know the Maurice Hooker fight that Spence went to. I believe that one was in I think it was in Nebraska. Matter of fact, he was fighting somebody, but the most recent one when he said, you know, that Spence fight is, you know, past him, you know, it's ahead of him. He said that
he said that one on. I'm talking about this one right here. Now, what fight was this that he had tonight? Yeah, I just caught it before I came on.
Hold on, I can't even see the. Well, you were showing me something, or?
Yeah, I had showed it. I showed it a couple of times.
Oh, I got to see which one is it. If it's the one with Spencer with the red hoodie, that was a Maurice Hooker fight. But
that's what I'm trying to say. You know, that's what I'm saying.
But he did. It was another fight that Maurice Hooker had. This was after Spence fought Danny Garcia. That he said the fight was behind him. I think, but you know what I think?
I think he did that interview with the Zone boys,
something like that.
Where he was talking about the fight was behind him. But see, he said a lot of bullshit against the fight. You know what I'm saying? And when you catch him on video saying this shit, his fans don't hold him accountable. You know what I'm saying? They don't hold him accountable for the shit he say, and he's supposed to be pound for pound number one. You ain't supposed to be talking like that, bro. And then you the one who was saying you were after Spencer all these years. Now you got to put up and shut up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The crazy thing is too, Paul. The craziest thing, man, is like, I don't know about everybody else, man, but I'm too real of a person. I don't know who is in his circle, but they not real. Because I would have to pull Bud to the side, like, hey, look, bro, you didn't talk to all this mess about this guy. We didn't talk about his car accident and all this, and you about to pull out the fight. Like, no, bro, this ain't gonna look good. You know, he ain't got nobody in his corner that's telling him that. Either that, or he just stubborn and don't want to listen to nobody.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I mean, it don't seem like nobody like really looks at. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but if the dude walks away, if he walks away from the fight like this, a major fight, to go on to fight somebody lesser, that tells me right there he don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Then you find an interview saying that he'll never fight Errol Spence Jr. That just tells me he never intended on fighting this dude, and amongst everything else he said. So to me, I don't think Terence Crawford is going to get back with PBC next year. I think EJ just needs to go on up there.
Yep. You know what Bud's going to do, right? I can already see it, man, because he that type of person. So look, by him doing this, pulling out of these negotiations with PBC not going to want to mess with him no more. But he's going to use that and say, yeah, they didn't want me to fight they fighter Earl because they think that I'm going to take the belts. So he's going to flip that around and use it as if PBC don't want to work with him because they're afraid of Earl losing. But no, really, they don't want to work with you, bro, because you're not trustworthy and you didn't left in the middle of a negotiation and did another fight. Ain't nobody going to do no business with you after.
But I mean, I mentioned that before, and it's just that Bud just want the clout. He just want the clout off the fight. So he can go off and make other goddamn deals. I'm trying to push this through, but everybody, they so goddamn worried about being right and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, fuck all that. This dude do not want the goddamn fight. I mean, you don't walk away from a fight that you already got in the bag.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It's just as simple as that. The shit ain't rocket scientist. You don't have to be They trying to make the shit calculus when the shit is just addition. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
Yep.
that serious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And you know what
Goddamn,
too? I
Bud
think
caught
that
4. I thought he was
I think
34.
Bud 35. His birthday was
No,
in
I'm
September.
talking about Blair Cobb because
Yeah.
EJ came out
Oh
with a
yeah.
tweet talking about he's the oldest prospect. So yeah, he old, man. He too old to be talking all this shit. He just trying to get a bag and get the fuck out. Asante L said he's not getting 10 million. He said that's a smoke screen. That's what I'm saying. He said I'm sure Espinoza offered more if he offered more if both
Mm-hmm.
offers are shown to the public. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the last reported or the
Mm-hmm.
last rumors that I heard, Bud was getting 15 mil, bro. So who the hell gonna go
Yep.
fight for 10 or 5? With 10 is fake, but a 5 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? When you can get 15 million fighting your rival. See what I'm saying? Shit just don't make no
Yep.
damn sense, bro.
And-
Unless you don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying?
and-
Samuel
Yep.
Washington said there's a
This
plenty
is a
of
rumor
videos.
too.
What's that? Oh, I
No, I
thought you
said
were
it
gonna
was a
tell me something you
rumor
heard.
saying that oh yeah. I said it was a rumor that I heard about the I don't know about the contract. I heard, they said 35%. It was people keep saying it was 35%, just all, but I
Good.
heard that was 35% for everything, even on the
Well,
back
well,
end.
no matter what it is, he said he agreed to everything. And see,
And
this
then
is the
he
part
said,
of the
"No, he
biggest deal.
wanted 15."
He said no matter what it is, he said he agreed to it all.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? That's what he told Blue Blood or whatever. I hate to keep bringing Blue Blood in it, but that's the source. Well, if you agreed to everything, why the hell you walk away? You know what I'm saying? Why the hell you hauled that? Because
right.
they got him saying that well, why PBC rolling out the red carpet for me? You know what I'm saying? I thought it was weird. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, who talks like that, bro? You in a deal. You in the best fight of your life. You the pound for pound #1 dude. Everybody's looking for this fight. What are you talking about? This is crazy bullshit you talking. You know what I'm saying? So now I just done lost faith in Terence Crawford. I mean, I just think he don't want to fight,
Man, he weird,
and
man.
he ain't weird. That nigga just
Yeah.
don't. That nigga don't want to get his ass beat. That's what it is. He said Bud versus average. He said he's not that dude. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So he said I don't think
He's not.
Crawford fight is going to honestly. He says I don't think. I think he said not going to happen. He said it was removed from BoxRec. No undercard announced. He says uh and Chi Health Arena say private event on December 10th. Yeah. So he's going to fight David Avenesian. And this was what we expect from Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He's going to fight a
Mm-hmm.
light touch. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no damn tune up. This is his retirement bag money fight. And you know what I'm saying? He's going to probably try to get him another light touch in there before he fucking just call it quits and
Yep.
walk into the Hall of Fame on that bullshit resume. And what he said, Eugenius 1126, he says, Virgil has an
Mm-hmm.
inflated record too. Yeah, he do. You know what I'm saying? We seen when Green Machine Faluma his ass and shit. He almost got his ass towed up and shit, and it almost derailed his
Yep.
whole career with that bullshit. He know that's when he stopped talking that
Mm-hmm.
Crawford shit. And I was like, he better step back and get his skills and work on his craft instead of trying to get in the ring with some of these big dudes. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that Virgil and EJ would be a good fight because they both like to go toe to toe. And I think that'd be a good ass fight. Uh,
That would.
John Turner says, they just arguing
Mm-hmm.
with each other. What's going on, Zach B? He said,
That's what
Bud
I'm.
if fighting a local pawn shop. He said, Bud if fighting a local pawn shop owner. Y'all crazy, man. Master Khalil, he says, Joe Turner, I'm done with you.
Hey,
He said, you
Devin
don't
needs
have
to do something
intelligence.
like one pawn
He
shop
said,
on him.
he said, you don't have the intelligence of an earthworm, bro. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. What's going on, Twin 90? He said, make sure you put all the little money to the side for the Spence fight. No doubt, bro. That's going to be a hell of a card, y'all. GD says Bud's going to fight his lawyer next. Now, what's going on, Eric? My brother, he says 6 or 7 TKO EJ stops Thurman. But you know what? We talking shit, but that's going to be a hell of a fight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Third Eye says usually when it's he said usually when it's a fight announced, you instantly get promoted and advertised in ticket prices. He said it ain't. He said it ain't none of that. He said ain't none of that. No billboards in Omaha or nothing. They whack at business. He said need to go to school. And you know what I'm saying. And this could it could be a smoke screen. It might not even be a fucking fight at all. It could just be something to get his ass up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Just to get his ass up out of that corner he
That'd be
was in.
crazy if Spence
Mm-hmm.
that be so this fight gets called and then all of a sudden he ain't got to fight no more.
Mm-hmm. And Byron Bradley said this is a knowledgeable panel tonight. Oh, thank you, Byron Bradley. You know what I'm saying? We be trying to bring it. And Courtney Thompson says if EJ fight at 147, he is not going to 154 before trying to get Bud again. He said he's gonna spin the block. And he said if he was moving up, a fight at 147 wouldn't make sense when he said he's spinning the block. He's coming back. Oh, you just said that. Yeah, he said he's spinning the block, but I don't think Crawford gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? Courtney Thompson said no fool, that's different fight. He said that fight when Ortiz fought Hooker and he called out Bud after the fight. He says, okay, so he says no, that's a different fight. When Ortiz fought Hooker and he called Bud out after the fight. So like I said, I just caught it on the way in. So HB said facts. He said sleeping with my third eye open. He said if Space goes to 154, you think he's gonna fight Fundora? Yeah, he's gonna fight Fundora. I think that's gonna be the fight to make right there. Oh, that's gonna be the fight right there to make if Fundora don't get his ass whipped. Or if he take, you know what I'm saying, another fight before he get there. If he fight Jamel Charlo, if Fundora fight Jamel Charlo, he gonna get his ass beat, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get exposed. He's gonna get his ass towed out because right now Jamel is fighting some of the best. He's fighting his best right now. If he can maintain it and stay out of bullshit. Let me see. Matthew White says Terence the bum sled. He says Crawford is the biggest fraud in history of sports and boxing, hands down. And that's what y'all. I mean, a lot of people think I like this shit. I don't, bro. I mean, I want to see a good fight. I want to see a good challenge to Errol Spence Jr. And I thought Terence Crawford had the skills to do it. You know what I'm saying? But he just acted, the dude acting like a beer. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Closed corner. Says how many excuses will come out of Crawford ducking? He said because it seems like some of the crazy excuses keep popping up. He said Spence says I'm coming for the motherfucking belt, and if that ain't enough, I don't know. I don't know either, bro. I think it's just social media time where motherfuckers just like to deny the truth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's social media shit. You know what I'm saying? People are they be on some dumb shit, bro. It's like as long as they keep repeating a lie, they think that's it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep repeating the same bullshit over and over and people believe it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we real boxing fans, bro. We want to see the fight. And, a lot of people don't want to see Crawford fight Boots. I do. I want to see EJ fight Boots. I want to see EJ fight everybody. So, a lot of these guys ain't boxing fans. They just fans of one fighter. And that's the difference, you know what I'm saying, between poor kind of boxing and a lot of these other bastards out here. Asante L says Bud don't want Spence being undisputed or that's another thing. He want to block undisputed from EJ. See, he said he don't want Spence being undisputed off getting beat by Spence. Yeah, he'll be the one, and that'll be crazy because that'll be the cream on top. Not only does he beat Bud ass, he will be undisputed on Bud ass. So he definitely don't want that shit to happen. Dungeon Talk says Bud isn't even selling
that's
the
a lot of
fight.
hate somebody.
Hey man, Sean Porter got a lot of hate for EJ.
But he got his money.
Sean Porter, all of them, they seem to like really have a visceral reaction towards EJ. They don't want to see him succeed in business or in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird with those guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got a pact with the devil or something. You know what I'm saying? Where they just want to try to avoid and hold this man's career back, and I don't understand it. Dungeon Talk says Bud isn't even selling the fight. He's supposed to have coming up. He's supposed to have coming up. He said Bob was right when he doesn't promote at all. He's lazy, man. He's lazy.
Hey, Paul.
And I said, yeah.
Hey, Paul.
I think that The reason why Bud is not promoting it is because Bud already got his money. I think the pay-per-view money is BLK trying to at least make something off of it. You know, I think Bud got his money to where he ain't got to promote. He got it. He for sure get his. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now? Oh yeah, I was saying that Bud already got his 10 mil, so I feel like that he already got what he wanted, so he don't need to really promote. I think BLK Prime is having it on pay-per-view so they can make something off of it, you know, because they gave him all that money.
Let me see. I'm gonna mess up your name, Yemir Yezreel. He says at the end of the day, he said Bud does bad business, and I blame his handlers. He said Boxing Ego stole my slogan, "Bad Business Bud." I never heard that before. You know, I listen to Ego sometimes, but he be doing all that weird ass shit, rapping shit. I can't stand it. You know, like I sometimes I hear some good information from him, but you can't catch him on one of them silly days. He said, I said it first. He said, on everything I love, he says, oh, how I run boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I say, I know he got to be a Sean Porter supporter. And let me see. What's going on, Darren? Sis Trunk, he says, 15 million non-guarantee. He said he tripping. And Courtney Thompson says, EJ says, okay, you want to tune up, and these dummies still going off it as going for it after I fight in December. I'm right back at the door, beating that motherfucker down. Open the door, but I'm still out here, nigga. You talking about that shark? You talking about EJ, that shark with that Scrice? You know what I'm saying? And let me see. Santiago said if Ducknello will turn down Charlo and Benavidez, he said I'm sure Bud would duck from getting his ass beat. You know stuff. Let me see. Let me go down here. Let me see. Let me see. Chef underscore Dre Bog says, has anyone asked about Bud Undercard or his promotion? Man, nobody wants to see that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody he done walked away from the biggest fight in boxing history. Nobody wants to see him fight David Avanesian or care about who's on his card. You know what I'm saying? Look, much as I love boxing, he just fucked boxing over big time. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see that. I mean, he what you call it? He self-boycotted himself for that fight. He self-boycotted. You know what I'm saying? From walking away from the biggest fight to the lowest fight in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Third Eye says this was a verbal agreement. He didn't sign nothing. Say he not ready. He just don't want to keep it real. He said he got a reputation to live up to. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. What's going on, T_20? He said we can finally no longer say fighters aren't scared of each other. Yeah, you know that's a I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just like shit. I'm just so damn disappointed, to tell you the truth. I'm just so damn disappointed, bro. Courtney Thompson says, Bud fans so damn dumb. He said Bud could have signed the contract to fight EJ in February and still take this tune up if he was with the shits. And Third Eye says, if it was about the 10 million, we know Crawford would be rubbing it in their face and can't be real because they're not excited. Plus, Bernie the Boxer was bragging about how they left EJ in the dust. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, you bragging about ducking? It's like, what, where we at? When we do that in boxing? Where they do that at, bro? You know what I'm saying? I mean, all that shit you was talking about, you want to fight, and now you bragging about ducking? You know what I'm saying? On this channel, we left EJ in the dust. Like, bro, where that energy come from? Nobody want that damn kind of energy in boxing, bro. And so Sante L says, Bud also told Thurman if he was confident he wouldn't take a tune-up, but yet he flat out ducked Earl. Of course he did. You know, a lot of people they just don't want to fight Errol Spence Jr. because the dude is rugged. He's a rugged pressure fighter, and he got power, and he gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Barn Bradley says
Errol was gonna be still the Errol that fought Danny Garcia.
I agree.
Bud was banking on that crash for that.
They all was. That's why Danny Garcia rushed his ass in there, even though he says he was mentally he was mentally destroyed or whatever the fuck he said. He had half a head or something, when he fought EJ. You know what I'm saying? He said he had half a head when he fought EJ. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, that's ridiculous. Let me see. I'm trying to see if what's his name back up here.
He had half
But
eye too.
right. So, but today, Bill Haney, he spoke with Paula Malignaggi. He finally got at Paula Malignaggi today on an interview on that Boxing Voice. And he wanted to clear the air, saying the beef between Devin Haney and Paula Malignaggi, right? On some of the rhetoric, saying Paula be saying some wild shit about Devin, you know what I'm saying? Top points. Bill wanted to set straight, Bill wanted to point out that Paula Malignaggi, saying, well, he started out, he said he's fired, retired, and he's a liar. You know what I'm saying? He said, number one, Bill said Paula lied that Devin wasn't in a position to fight Lomachenko, and this goes back when, Devin was elevated to WBC champion. And Loma was, you know what I'm saying? Loma was franchised as a champion, right? So, he wanted to confront Paulie about the shit he was saying. You know what I'm saying? And he knows, Paulie knows that Devin been after Lomachenko, all that time. He tried to make the fight before, Lomachenko was franchised. But he's trying to act like that Lomachenko is running Devin Haney up out the damn division because Devin is hard for him to make 135. But shit, yet he's on that propaganda shit. So Bill confronted him. He was just like, yo, man, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? You can't be saying shit like that. And of course, Paula came back with the tweet that Devin Haney said that to suck his dick. You know what I'm saying? Keep his dick out his mouth or some shit he said. I think he said, keep your dick out my mouth. And, Bill broke it down. He said, hey, y'all trash talkers. If you talk trash about my son, you know what I'm saying? And he going to talk trash back to you. So he's frustrated about the narratives y'all put out there on him. You know what I'm saying? Because, Devin, he's undisputed. He went and fought George Kambosos, and he got the shit done. You know what I'm saying? Even though they froze him out, Top Rank got to Luke Campbell, you know what I'm saying, before Devin could, and they cut off all the avenues. And Bob Arum is on record saying that looked like Devin Haney signed with the wrong promotional company. Now they finally got him. He had to go through Top Rank to get to George Kambosos, but you got to admit that Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney. And Paulie was trying to explain his side by saying he don't think it was a duck because Loma was looking for a bigger fight with Teofimo Lopez. But as we remember, Teofimo Lopez dropped out the tournament, you know what I'm saying, to fight for the WBC vacant title, right? To do his own thing. And so Bob set it up to where he could fight Nakatani and Comey and get the shot with Lomachenko. And we all know what happened during that fight. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko beat. He got a unanimous decision over Lomachenko, right? And we already know Teofimo, he's a bitch. He's a big bitch. He definitely ducked Devin. He didn't want to fight Devin at all. He didn't want to rematch Lomachenko. So they playing games with the belts. You know what I'm saying? These fighters are different and they're making boxing boring. And Devin, you know what I'm saying, he finally got a shot. He went straight to George Kambosos after he beat Teofimo Lopez ass. And he finally got his respect and got undisputed. And Paula Malignaggi is still talking shit about Lomachenko, even though all this shit I just broke down about Lomachenko. And so, Bill was just telling his ass all this shit, just trying to break it down about the tournament with Teofimo Lopez, how they froze Devin out. And Paulie was still on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't have the same energy that he be having on his own personal podcast, when he started talking to Bill, he even admitted that Devin was a solid fighter back then when Devin was trying to fight Lomachenko. He said he just thought that Devin wasn't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? He was saying that he thought Devin wasn't ready yet, and he was trying to be ready before, you know what I'm saying, his time. I was like, bro, that ain't your lane, bro. Stay in your lane. You can't tell no fighter when they're ready to fight for a championship. And, he was trying to tell Devin Haney not to use the franchise championship to duck Lomachenko. I thought that was like the biggest gaslight ever, because we know that Devin been after Lomachenko, so why would you say some dumb shit like that? And Bill told him, you say, we don't even use the belt. We don't even carry the belt to the ring. You know what I'm saying? We don't carry that belt to the ring because we don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder don't want it. EJ don't want no damn franchise belt. And they always bring that shit up when they try to act like they try to weaken, you know what I'm saying, our black fighters. Our black fighters don't want that shit. So why would you try to tell Devin Haney not to use the power of the franchise belt when Loma used it and you ain't have shit to say? You didn't say shit about Lomachenko using the franchise belt to duck Devin. You ain't say a damn thing about that in that interview. And I thought that was telling. And so he really admitted that the whole racist stuff is to sell. You know what I'm saying? That to really dig and use race is a way to sell his podcast, the way to gain attention. Talking about when Devin said, you know, he wouldn't let a white boy beat him. He didn't say that in that interview. I'm just saying that's just the backstory on why he's on Devin Haney's helmet. But it was a really good interview, and I thought Bill just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, took control of it, and he even told Paulie, like, shit, when he was going against Adrian Brawner, he was the one that kept his ass calm, really from getting his ass for Loom, and he was the one that was talking sense to him, you know what I'm saying, because they were about to go at it after the fight, and he told Paulie that, you know what I'm saying, he got a lot to lose. He said, you remember that was me? And first, I thought Paulie was on fuck shit and wasn't trying to remember what Bill was telling him. He said, oh, yeah, I remember you was telling me that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Bill always kept the same energy, always been a real deal, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to wisdom. And he just broke Paulie down. And Paulie just had to admit he was on some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But he said he still think Lomachenko would beat Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? He said he still think that Lomachenko will beat Devin Haney. And I just thought that was like, bro, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? You just saw Jermaine Ortiz beat the shit out of Lomachenko. Yeah, he come in on the end, but I didn't give Lomachenko more than 4 rounds. I didn't give him more than 4 rounds. I read the articles and they said that Lomachenko swept the last 6 rounds. Is that what you saw? Did any of you guys see that? Y'all saw that fight? You guys there? I put y'all. Charles. Hello? Slime. Y'all there? Can y'all hear me? Hello?
Yeah,
I didn't give. I didn't. Do you think Lomachenko swept the last 6 rounds?
Talking about against Ortiz?
Yeah,
Talking
Jermaine.
about against Ortiz? Man,
yeah.
No. Man,
You think
Lomachenko got toe up. I don't
he
think
got
so.
his ass beat.
And they
he
cheated,
got his
man. The
ass beat.
117-11 was, I don't know what that judge was watching.
116, 112, bro. I'm
Man.
like, bro. The most realistic card was 115, 113, right? But
yep.
I didn't see it. I thought goddamn Ortiz tore his ass up, bro.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? I thought it was 7-5 at least. I think that's the closest you could have got it, or at least a draw for the young man. But they screwed the man with no Vaseline. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a damn shame.
But you know that's
what's going on? Who's real? Yeah, for sure. So, what's going on?
That's Bob Aaron's golden child.
I know what you're doing, what's going on?
I told you so. Yeah, I seen that video. That's what I've been talking about. I feel like Bud literally said the fight would never happen. Like, shit.
Now, that's an old interview, but I'm trying to let people know that Terence Crawford has always said this, bro. He's always said that he always planted the seed, you know, to let you know.
Well, I mean, you can take it for as soon as the build up for the Sean Porter fight, when they asked him about the Errol Spence fight, he said that fight is behind me. So that's another way of saying it. It'll never happen. And this was the Sean Porter fight, his last fight when he said this. So I mean, it's like it's honestly like which Bud Crawford do you want to believe? You want to believe the one that was in the ocean, or do you want to believe the one that's cowering away from interviewers who want to ask him about the fight? Because we just seen another interview where he was like, "Don't ask me about my fight." Why not?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He already knew he
I
was.
agree. But who's real been on it every day on that shit, man. That Terence Crawford was not gonna fight this fight. But what do you thought? Did you see the Bill Haney interview? Did you see that? Who's real?
Nah, I didn't.
Man, Bill Haney, he just he just broke down Paulie Malignaggi just on his bullshit, you know what I'm saying, about him trying to paint this narrative that Devin don't want to fight Lomachenko and that, Lomachenko gonna running him out of the 135 division. And but then Bill made him admit, that he give Devin credit if he take the fight. And of course they went back and forth talking about making bets. Bill bet him 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Let me see your face, my brother. Lazy left OG. Let me see your face. You know what I'm saying? I can't let y'all bud people come up here and put shit on my thing.
Right.
Let me see your face. Let me see your cam up for a second.
They ain't got nothing else to do
Lazy.
now but to troll.
Let me see. I'm gonna let him up. If you try to put something on there, I just click him on. What's going on, bro? Lefty, lazy lefty OG. Okay, he ain't on no shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Let's see, cam up, bro.
Fence is down bad right now. Fence is down real bad right now.
Lazy lefty OG. Let me see you cam up, bro. Oh, there you go. Okay, I think there you go. What's going on, bro? What's happening?
Yeah, I got a little Twitter space. Like, you know how to get the Twitter, the spaces on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Clubhouse, but it's for Twitter. Anyway, I do a lot of interviews. I interviewed Bomac back in April. I did Wilder about the day before his fight. I did Stephen Espinoza, Lou DiBella. I do a lot of interviews with people in boxing. But really, I want to talk about that's my Twitter name right there, Lazy Lefty OG. There's a couple people here who know me because they told me to come here and listen. But back in April, when I talked to Bomac, he told me on the interview that they had a fight scheduled for June or July. Now, when I interviewed Blue Blood after the deal, he told me they contacted Bomac them in April. So now when I thought about it, they was really supposed to do this fight back in June or July with Black Prime. But for some reason, they put it in their back pocket and waited to the last minute to come out back with it.
So they already had this set up.
Yes, they already had this set up. I'm gonna start uploading my interviews on YouTube. I got a YouTube account. In the comments, it say 4Ben Media. That's my YouTube name. I'll post something. But yeah, I'm gonna start uploading my interviews. I interview like every Saturday morning. I do a show with Jake Donovan from Boxing Scene. Me and him do a show together on Twitter. So if y'all on Twitter, follow this name, Lazy Lefty OG, and listen to the Twitter Spaces where we talk about boxing, interviews. I interviewed Leonard Ellaby, basically anybody in boxing I haven't talked to before. I even got an Errol Spence interview coming up soon.
So what you think about all this? You know what? You think he intended on walking away from the PBC and Errol Spence Jr.? You think he intended to do that?
I have a text message from September 28th where they was already talking about this motherfucking fight from Budside.
Wow.
So they can fool these other people, but I know the truth.
Bro,
so
we all remember when Bud slipped up and said down the line. You're like, all this shit is making sense now. And I never let that shit slide because I'm like, wait a minute. Because remember, after that, the next interview was my fight. If he want to slip up, he knew then he had another fight
Yeah.
Wow. So this is the big clout. It's a blatant duck, y'all. We can call this a goddamn duck. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I just, a part of me is just so goddamn let down.
That comment you got up there right there, still loyal to the soil. That's my screen name, my username on Twitter. So yeah, it's a couple people here know me. I'm not gonna come here.
Still loyal to the soil.
I'm not
All
gonna
right,
bullshit.
man. It's an honor to meet you, bro. It's an honor to meet you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's like, what's going on? What you think going on with the boxing landscape right now, man, with these fighters ducking and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? It's not good for their legacy, bro. What you think going on with all this?
Man, I just don't think. I think they was nervous about the fight. They was nervous about the fight. They didn't feel that they was ready, and they saw a different Spence than what they thought, because Bomac been saying for years how hard of a fight Ugas is, and they just weren't ready for the fight. And
why not just come out and say, you know, we need more time and just do it like a responsible professional? You see what I'm saying?
Because ain't nothing professional about them, man. The lies they done told me. I used to be one of the biggest Bud fans out there, but the lies they done told me personally, I'm done with them, man.
Man,
you can fool these other people, but you ain't gonna fool me.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Did y'all hear that? Just he was one of the biggest Bud fans. You know what I'm saying?
Bud and Spence. I've always been a big fan of Bud and Spence. So I'm like, yo, I just want to see the fight. And they pulled this out at the last minute when they already knew what they was gonna do. For the simple fact they already knew they was gonna do this. This wasn't no last minute thing. The only reason they came out and said something is because of that article that was written where they said Bud has been holding the contract for 2 weeks and ain't signed it. Then that same night he called Mike Coppinger and told him, I'm taking a fight with David Avanesian. So they wasn't even gonna say nothing.
Wow, they was just gonna he was just gonna show up at the damn David Avanesian fight.
Yeah, they wasn't even gonna say. Well, if it's a David Avanesian fight, I mean, if they able to get this off the ground and get the rolling, because they were supposed to have a press conference last Wednesday. Blue Blood told me.
Oh wow.
The day after the fight was announced, Blue Blood told me when I interviewed him, the press conference is Wednesday, which is meaning last Wednesday. They got pushed back to this Wednesday. I still haven't heard nothing from Mario about the press conference this week. The dude is handling the PR.
Wow, bro, this
Something
is crazy,
fishy, man.
bro.
It's a clusterfuck.
Something fishy.
That's what really got me so bad because. Go ahead.
Can you imagine having a business and you don't do no advertising for your business? You got a brand new product you gonna put on the shelf and you don't even mention it to your customers.
Man, that's what these people. What they do have a legitimate promoter. They hired a legitimate promoter, Steve Bash from Bash Boxing, that just did the Anson Gill fight. He do a couple of MMA. He's a legitimate promoter. Nothing against him. He is legit, 100%. But the people behind the scenes with the money, you know, that's the problem.
That's crazy.
What's going on, 187? Too much talk. What's going on, 187? I see you out there, my brother. Grown man.
And then when you go to looking into these people, all they got is all you see is a trail of failed businesses, bankruptcies, and scams.
Yeah.
So this look like one of them. This one. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, like, it's like one of those shadow companies. Like, you think about the fact that if they are paying him $10 million, and Bob Errol Spence, David Avanesian got his money. If they are putting all this money out, think about all of the criminal, corrupt, you know what I mean, companies that do things to try to wash money or just throw up shadow companies to try to
David Avanesian
show a legit business fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Bud ain't getting $10 million. Number one, and David Avanesian, all that money is in escrow. Bud got to advance. David Avanesian money is in escrow. That goes through after the weigh-in.
Damn, this nigga taking advances. I don't know what's going on with Buddy Boy, man. But I just feel like this is a little fight.
If he needed some, I feel like if he needed some bread that bad, he could have called up EJ and asked him to hold something to the fight, or turn Kennedy in. That's a smooth $5 million.
You know what? I don't think it's even about the money. He would have made more than $10 million fighting Spence.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying, and that shows that's another case and another great point to let you know he didn't want that fight. Because if he bought the money and he ain't about the legacy, then why would he turn down a fight where he's going to make $15 million versus $5 million? Right.
Because he can't hit Bud whole thing is he losing to Spence would be the end of his motherfucking career in his mind. Not only you got to also remember they had a two-way rematch agreement, meaning no matter who won, the other could enforce the rematch. Now, where do you see a guy with one belt get a rematch against a guy with 3 belts who's the clear A side? You don't see that. But that's what he negotiated, and that's what they gave him.
This fight that's coming up, this is it. Because it's going to show and prove he don't do numbers, he don't have a pull, he don't have a draw, so that's going to actually lower his position.
They're not even worried about doing numbers. There's no way in hell they worried about doing numbers because number one, Nevada, Omaha that night is already packed. You're already going up against 2 concerts, number one, and a hockey game, and you ain't even got your tickets on the market yet.
Man.
And one of the concerts almost sold out. The Ja Rule and Ashanti concert almost sold out.
And your fight is still a rumor.
Yeah.
It's not even like you said. You ain't got no promotion going on. The fighter not mentioning the fight. He's talking about some other shit on Twitter.
Man, Broner done did more promotion for Black Pride than Bud did, but they supposedly paying him $10 million. Man, come on, that don't make no sense.
Man,
nothing about this makes sense.
He's gonna run his mouth, period. He's gonna run his mouth regardless. I mean, that's like their mascot at this point. Because who in the hell is checking for
It's gonna have to be Bud. It's gonna have to be Broner that carry the whole shit because
man, that's crazy. And Broner ain't popping like that no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? He on the backside of his career, bro. He's trying to make he still got that little hernia stomach. You know what I'm saying? He got that little gut that he can't get rid of. You know what I'm saying? So he got a lot he got to do before he convince anybody that he can carry a card.
Yeah, but they ain't, they ain't, even if they do get him a fight schedule, they ain't gonna be against nobody. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no
right. Who can they get? Right. Who can they get that's gonna carry some weight is a good undercard. That don't outshine, them. You got a lot of background who just mute you. Okay. So Sid H says Fred said Heyman called him and said Earl moving up to 154. Blue said Earl and Thurman next. He said, I think Earl is going to fight Thurman because he hate that dude. You know what I'm saying? Of course. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if they could fight at 154. That'd be a good start. Karen Battle says, for Crawford to have the most OG boxers supporting him and how his team said he's the best shows just how fearful Crawford is. He said, now, if it do happen, Spence will go for the knockout for making him wait. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Zap? He said, drop the link. He said, I did. Yeah, he got it. You know what I'm saying? 187 in the building. He says, let's see where I'm at. Salute to the panel. And Eric Johnson says, like Pac said in Juice, he said, this nigga scared. And let's see. Sleeping with my third eye open says, the washing the money. Yeah, this kind of look a little flaky. What's going on, Anthony Jones? He said, damn. He says that Daniel, my boy. And let me see. 187 says, fam. He says, fam saying too much. He said he's cooking. I know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, boy, hey, this shit is crazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. He said, boxing boy, hoish. Yep. And Courtney Thompson says, cooling fam. He said, just taking this boxing shit, just talking this boxing shit. He said, I'm getting deep. What's going on, Gantz? Gantz said, and the plot continues to thicken. Yes, sir. Zach B, he says, just followed you, loyal to the soil. Yeah, y'all subscribe to Loyal to the Soil, man.
I'm gonna tell you the day the news talk, I interviewed Espinoza. He said they didn't even know. He said they was blindsided by the news.
Right. And it say, if you had good intentions, why would you hide it? You know what I'm saying? If you had good intentions, why would you hide what you're doing unless you wasn't going to go through with the fight? You see what I'm saying? They hid this deal. They negotiating side by side with David Avalesian. You know what I'm saying? If you was going to go through, one fight is a major fight, the other fight is a dud. Why would you go for the dud fight? So I'm just trying to like get this through Terence Crawford fans' head, bro. The dude ain't that dude that you think he is.
He is
He
not.
don't.
He proved that to me. He is not, man. Because for number one, I don't know if you're on Twitter now, but as you see, Earl said he gonna spin the block on him, right? As long as I've been on Twitter for a while. Every single time Earl has tweeted something insinuating something towards Bud or subtweeting something towards Bud has responded. Bud ain't said shit. He ain't said shit. I've
He ain't
never
said I
seen
bet
him.
$1 million.
He ain't
He ain't
said
say that.
nothing. He usually always clap back at Earl. This nigga's so embarrassed about his fight that he don't even want to talk no more. Like I keep telling his fans, bro, the dude done abandoned y'all. I don't even understand why y'all still going up for this guy. And he's so embarrassed about this shit because he knows some bullshit. He won't even say nothing at all. And Earl been going off on him for a couple days.
And he said shit. I don't owe them shit. But quick to tell you, I don't owe them shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about y'all like that unless he's trying to finesse y'all for to support him for a fight.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He don't even want to sign y'all goddamn autographs.
He sure don't.
You see what I'm saying?
My favorite fighter is Wilder. Nigga, I went down to the statue unveil in Alabama. Me and Wilder invited me into his little crew. I'm backstage with them. I felt like I was part of the crew. The day before his fight, he didn't want to do no interviews. He was just wanted to chill and relax. They told him I wanted to interview him, and he made room for me. He made room, cleared out his schedule for me. He was only supposed to do 20 minutes. He ended up getting us like an hour and 10 minutes just for his fans. That's what happens when you really want to connect with your fans. This dude don't give a fuck about them, man. Not at all.
Dan says after Broner spend that signing money before his first fight, he gonna go back to the mental depression. Oh my goodness. Let me see. What's going on, Eric?
I live in Cincinnati, so I can't say too much bad about my boy Broner. That's still
Well,
my man.
Yeah, but I tell you, but they love Broner, don't they? They love that nigga.
They love. Broner got a lifestyle that he got to keep up. You already seen he was on there begging Floyd for a handout, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big bro, let me get $100 million fight. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with Broner, but I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, he stood me up for an interview, but I still fuck with him, man.
He a good, I know he's a good nigga, but he's funny as hell too, but shit, real is real, right is right.
Eric said AB built like Otis from Martin. Well, y'all killing me. What's good? I got a get the super chat NT_20. He says Bud planned a bogus fight. Now he's postponing it. That's crazy, bro. You can't make this shit up. I had turned into Samuel. What's his name? Samuel. What's his name? Damn, we don't forgot the man name. Kevin Samuels on y'all ass and shit. But Corey Thompson says, yeah, he let the cat out the bag, my boy. He said he signed. He said Blue reached out to Bud in April. Damn. Yeah, but it's a lot of fuckery. But you know, we always known boxing was a little dirty. I ain't gonna say a little dirty. We know this shit dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's about who you know. It ain't about what you know. You know what I'm saying? And people, you know what I'm saying? If they can make deals and undercut other motherfuckers, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You just thought that with Bud reaching this status, you know, having a WBO belt, that you know what I'm saying, he would do good business. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did I didn't even acknowledge the goddamn. Thank you, T_20. Thank you for that 199 super chat. I'm gonna read it again. He said Bud planned a bogus fight. Now he postponed it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. Eric Johnson says EJ should show up at his fight and do a Mr. T. He said he said don't give him a statue. He said give him guts. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I want to see, some bullshit like that. Like some Mr. T shit, over the top shit. You know, go over there and say, hey man, why you at this bullshit fight? You know what I'm saying? Let me see that super chat with Fobian Media for that $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. He said this lazy left OG. He said I'm gonna start uploading my interviews on here. He said this. Oh, he said this lazy left OG. He said I'm gonna start uploading
Yeah,
my
yeah, this is the
interviews
one to hear
on
the
here.
panel speaking.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's my
All right.
YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm gonna start uploading my interviews on here after I do them on YouTube. But yeah, man, I just wanted to tap in for y'all. A couple people on Twitter told me about the show, told me to tap in because y'all be on here cooking. So I want to throw my
Oh
little
man,
2
I
cents in.
appreciate that. Oh, I appreciate you dropping through. Anytime you want to drop through, bro, come on in. You know what I'm saying? I want to promote whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? This pull kind of box. You know, I rock with you, bro. You know what I'm
All right,
saying?
all
That's
right,
all it is. All right,
all right.
bro.
I'm gonna still be listening though. All right, y'all take it easy.
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem. Grown man boxing says Bud got that. He said you got that weak ass insecure fan base. He says the old school fans left when we seen the funny style moves he started making early on. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And now it's coming out now. You know what I'm saying? The funny thing is, it's like when your career start going down, that's when they start digging up shit on you. That's when they start bringing up interviews, and that's when journalists really start doing their job on your ass and showing you everything that you said, why things ain't lining up. And for fight height to expose your ass like that, they ain't even on no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's more like a YSM type shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Not no fight height. Fight height just be wanting to get along to get the interviews. But I was surprised to see that they put that back up there. Let me see. How you say that? Dorhan, right? He said Bud knew this fight wasn't going to happen. Anesthesia. He going to run off with Bud BLK Prime advance money, and they won't be able to produce a show. Yeah, that shit may cave in. But for me, look like it's something more to it. We missing something with that company popping up and getting him up out of this fight. It's more to it that we don't see. You know what I'm saying? It's something else going on. And it's probably none of our business, but at the same time, they ruined one of the best fights in boxing. So and gave Bud, and it's really not an excuse. You know what I'm saying? It's just makes him look terrible, bro. It's just a terrible look. Um, Zach B says, he says, man, he said didn't call Fred. He said Al don't call nobody. Fred's a liar. I'm not even gonna get into it, bro, because most likely, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Niggas just be, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? He putting himself up there with Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck with Bible shop conversation, whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting no words in his mouth. It is what it is, bro. We see EJ fight Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? That's all we want to see. We want to see EJ in the ring before the year out. Um, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but he claimed to have inside information. It is what it is. If he do, he don't. You know what I'm saying? I rarely go over there because, it'd be so late. You know what I'm saying? So Charles Thompson says, I lost all respect for Blue Blood. He says Blue Blood is not smart as he thinks. He is trust and believe it will blow up in his face. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is about Blue Blood. I think it's about Bud. You know what I'm saying? Looking for a way out. I think he got cornered, and I think he was desperate. And I think he went for, whatever he could, whatever scenario that would, he could a smoke screen, he could blow up to get up out the fight, and he took it. You know what I'm saying? He'd rather run through hell with gasoline draws on than to fuck with that boy from Dallas, Texas. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Holmes, he says, yeah, Bud don't want to fight Spence. Nah, sleeping with my third eye open. He says, yeah, when Bud first started moving fun, I stopped being a fan. He said, I used to be a huge Bud fan. Yeah, me too. You know what I'm saying? But I was just respected the skills. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see him in the ring. You know what I'm saying? As a rival, Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? And Devin Sistrunk says, BLK Prime was Bud scapegoat. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Any excuse to do. You know what I'm saying? Any excuse to do. Courtney Thompson says, and they wonder why they re-signed with top flight security, and I mean top rank. Laugh out loud. He says this nigga is a real life hope, and that's why he's re-signed with top rank. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't want to get in there with Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter at the time in their prime. He did not want to fight them dudes during that time. He did not want to get in there. Gan says, "Pool, can you pull up the homie link that just left the chat? I don't be wanting to mess up my damn screen, man. This damn that StreamYard shit is so sensitive, and I just be happy to be on so y'all can hear me, because this shit here, you touch the wrong shit, man. This should be all messed up. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all just grab that link, what I'm saying, copy it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I don't be wanting to mess up my setup against, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit here, you know what I'm saying, it'll mess up on you. So GoFlow says, let me find out Bible Bible conversations using Al Heyman name for the clout chase, huh? He says, Mr. Holmes says, but literally said his fight with Thurman is one of the fights you gotta let go. Bud literally said his fight with Thurman is one of the fight you gotta let go. Huh? I don't understand that, Miss Owens, but you know what I'm saying. You could write something to kind of clear that one up. Eric Johnson says the only thing about Blue is how he started promoting anesthesia like he's a legitimate opponent. But the dude is in business. He's in business with BLK Prime, they partners. So he's going to promote the fight that he's behind. You know what I'm saying? Sid H says, I want to see Errol fold Thurman like a soft shell taco. And that's what's going to happen. Mr. Holmes says, Bud literally said a fight with Spence is one of them fights you got to let go. He says, Bud's a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he mean, God damn it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he talking about. Zach B, what's going on? He says, go flow. I don't call nobody. And he says, I always shits on PBC. He said, so why would Al call him to tell him anything? And we know how Al Heyman get down. Al Heyman, that dude, he's too busy and shit with deals. And what I'm saying? I kind of imagine the nigga, what I'm saying, just one of them big wig ass niggas smoking a cigar, drinking on some damn royal Crown Royal and shit, and making big deals and stuff by telephone. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even come out and talk to niggas like that. And they're on a whole nother level. So Naughty Crash says, great show tonight, Pool. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. And Gant says, he said, got you. And yeah, I don't want to mess up my damn. I don't be wanting to, sometimes I don't even like to go show examples unless I download them first. You know what I'm saying? Because this damn StreamYard. Now I'm gonna have to switch to another system. This shit here is like really sensitive, bro. You know. What's going on here? Don Home, how you say that? Doran, I don't know, Doran, right? He says people can't blame Blue for making a business move, a smart business move. I think folks bring Blue into the picture because he keep making videos as if he wasn't aware of the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, that's what it is, and black people upset. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody really wanted to see this fight. This is, man, you got to admit, this is one of the biggest fights, you know what I'm saying, in a decade. And then, this shit happens, and whoever names attached to it is going to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because, we were already disappointed that this nigga is a hoe. And, you know what I'm saying, now we seeing Blue, you know what I'm saying, making money, you know what I'm saying, off the carnage that's coming out of this debacle. And he's just getting the backlash of it. You can't blame Blue for this shit. He can't do it without Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So, and we don't even know how much involved Blue is really when it comes to the business side. We don't know how much Blue is invested in it. You know what I'm saying? He probably knew more than than he was saying and all that. He did his channel thing, but I still fuck with Blue though. I don't think he is the reason why Terence Crawford don't want to fight Errol Spence Jr. I just think I don't think Crawford ever had intentions on fighting this dude. And let me see. Sleeping with my third eye open. He says, in all fairness, Blue is calling the Bud fight what it is. He said what it is, a tune up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a tune. I don't think that nigga coming back to the table. He said, Eric Johnson said, I'm drinking Crown my damn self right now. Yeah, man, I just finished the damn bottle this damn weekend. Boy, I was talking motherfucker on here. Boy. I was toasted, boy, during the fight, the Lomachenko fight. Yeah, I think it was the Lomachenko fight. One of them. I just finished the whole bottle my damn self. Sid H says, Bud been quiet as fuck. He said Errol got his ass hiding. Yeah, because he already know. He said the fans are pissed, bro. John Wick in the building. He says New Bud didn't want no smoke way back when they ran into each other in Omaha. He said Bud was laughing too much while Spence was really sizing Bud up. You know what I'm saying? I think EJ already knew of Bud and he knew he wasn't shit. He was lighting ass. You know what I'm saying? Bud already told motherfucker he was lighting ass. What's going on, Zach B in the building? He says, he said, this show is amazing, Pool. He said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. I'm trying to, get my channel. I got a little time off, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm usually out there trucking and, you know what I'm saying, dropping loads, but I got some time, you know what I'm saying, waiting to get my new truck. You know what I'm saying? So, I got time, you know what I'm saying, to chop it up and do my live streams and build myself up. So Courtney Thompson says, he says, during facts, he said that's exactly why people are upset with him because he's playing both sides. He said the brother just reported that Blue been talking with Bud since April. He said he only came out once. It was a go. Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's business, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think Blue had nothing to do with Bud, you know what I'm saying, signing with BLK Prime. I think that was just fear of getting your ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's all it was, He never intended on fighting EJ. He just wanted to use the clout, you know what I'm saying, to build up other fights. You know what I'm saying? And I think once we get used to that idea, you know what I'm saying, that we'll have more grace for the blue blood, the people who feeling bad against blue blood. But I don't blame blue blood. He always wanted to get into boxing. So he got in. He got in where he fit in. Zach B said everybody tell everybody about this show. He says one of the best shows on YouTube, definitely my top 3. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Some people enjoying the entertainment here tonight. JV says them diesel prices are crazy. I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's better to work for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because especially with the shits that's coming down on the jobs and stuff, and you know what I'm saying? It's just, unless you're an engineer or you're just somebody, you know what I'm saying, tech or something like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just they shutting down the really good blue collar type stuff. Or they cutting off the avenues for black people to get into those high paying blue collar jobs. So, you really got to get in where you fit in. And, you got to have a strong work ethic, you know what I'm saying, to go out there and get that money. You know what I'm saying? So you can, live a quality lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying? They want you to not be able to lead your family and look like a weak ass man and shit. And ain't nothing weak about no black folk. You know what I'm saying? We done been through it all. So, we just got to be a little bit smart and, we got to start chasing these dollars and stop chasing his ass. You know what I'm saying? And once you get the black man, chasing that money, the ass gonna come. And we should know this. Well, I'm an OG, so you know what I'm saying? So, we starting to get, together on these panels and we talking and listening to and getting that OG level of wisdom from other guys who've been through it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't make the same mistakes, and even once you start being able to mentor like the other societies do, you know what I'm saying? We could bring up the next brother to let them know which way where the money at. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being lost in the sauce out here like on Good Times and shit. That nigga couldn't keep a job and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that was on purpose. That's how they had us back then, kept us out the money pool and shit like that. But it's a grind, bro. It is a serious grind out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And things are, what I'm saying, it's gonna come down to another event where they try to shut down everything. That's why we have a recession, what I'm saying, every 5 or 6 years, or we'll have a recession or we'll have a what I'm saying, something like the COVID, what I'm saying, to shut down everything, what I'm saying. So they're just trying to control and what I'm saying, everything and stay in power. You know what I'm saying? Because they fear of the planet changing and the demographic changing. So you're gonna have to watch yourself out there and take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because black people are not united. You know what I'm saying? We're not a monolith. And there's a lot of niggas out there that's ready to sell your ass out. So you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get off that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. So yeah, but that's what it is. What you think about all this, Slime? Slime be eating and shit. He be sleep. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna be back tomorrow night at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Since I got some time off. You know what I'm saying? We'll be coming back tomorrow night at 8:45. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody that support Full Kind of Boxing. Eric Johnson, Courtney Thompson, you know what I'm saying, Rama Emily Jones, Sid H. You know what I'm saying? Did I make you a mod? Let me see. Let me see. Let me make y'all. All right, let me see. Let me make a couple of mods here. And we'll be back tomorrow night. What's going on, W Nibbles? I see you. Macadon One. What's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? JV. You know what I'm saying? All my people, Zach B. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back tomorrow at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So since we're coming on more often, I'm not trying to make the live streams as long. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be back tomorrow at 8:45. If I have time in the day, we'll probably come on a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably come back on during the day. But remember what I say, y'all. I don't go around here, lot dog. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for building my channel up, man, and fucking with me and rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Until tomorrow, 8:45. See you guys. All right, y'all. Peace.